resilience in the fold. Hedge pressurizing, the charts are bold. DD bands rapping, stories untold. Riding with rocket scooter AI, up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Riding with rocket scooter AI, up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Treading roll, the pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight, push on through the endless night. Riding with rocket scooter AI, up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with AI, up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, checking the charts, midnight glory. Sanctuary in all its blending, mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight, push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to the show. How you doing? Love to see all these beautiful faces here in the morning, as we always start off our day with our greetings. On Wall Street, what's up? Diamond Dean, Devil, Cheese Balls. You getting trending gold more? Yeah, gold's been like all the hotness lately. I made my very first gold trade, or at least I think it was my first gold trade. I can't remember if I've ever made like one or two before, but I'm sure I've made only one or two before. Never actively traded gold, but one time I did trade gold. I think I made a post about it. I think I made like 8,000 bucks trying to short gold. It was the day before it crashed, and I just took a little scalp. I was like, today's day it's probably going to sell off a little bit, and I was trading, and it just goes. I was like, ooh, 8,000 bucks, lock it in. And I woke up the next morning and gold had fallen, what was like 20% or whatever it was. That could have got me to the $1 million in a single trade with 2 contracts. At least I picked the right day. Excellent, guys. Good morning. Great day and profitable day for all. Well, I am not wearing my unlucky shirt. I woke up this morning and I went through my closet. You know that tan shirt? We call it the 90K drawdown shirt because 2 times I've wore that shirt. One was the 90K day, one was the 70K day. And I was like, I go in there and I go, let me grab a blue shirt today. We'll see what we do with the blue shirt. A lot better to go with that tan one, the one that brought me all the bad luck in the world. But then I wore it one time and actually made money to redeem it. So maybe it's not that unlucky after all. Good morning, y'all. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way in. Hi, Doc. Good morning. How are you? You have allergies this morning? If you take something, you might get sleepy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I was feeling like stuffy yesterday. I feel you. I know what you're saying. All right, so I didn't make any trades overnight, even though this says $300. That was a mistake. I was like trying to like click buttons, and I literally fat fingered. You know me with I have Tourette's, so I tick a lot. So I fucking click the button. I open and close the position. So it cost me $300. Blue, that's gray. It's more like actually, it does look gray under the lighting. However, let me see if I can put some next to it. You're right. In my encoder, it looks gray. From what you guys see, it looks gray. Let me put it underneath something blue. I need to see a little more blue. This is white. If I were to describe the kind of blue that it is, it's like, let me put some light on it real quick. Now you can see it's kind of blue-ish, right? See, it's kind of blue-ish. Minus sense screen. This is blue. You guys are terrible. Look. Okay. We had the is the shirt blue or is the shirt gray debate. I have to put something gray. I swear it's like it's gray blue. I'm not get you wrong. Come here. Whatever. I've been trading too long. I'm going blind. I'm just like Lance. Like Lance the man. In my prop accounts, I took longs, so I didn't trade it in the main account. I took longs and props just to do something overnight. I maxed out pretty much all my props. Right, no, all but 2, sorry. Got him with lower hedge pressure, 221, NASDAQ, S&P is 6928. We never hit monthly, but we hit weekly, which was we're still working on the automation of this, so my team and I are meeting today to finish this up. Practice. If you guys have been struggling trading your props, I get it. I feel you. It's been a weird quarter. Like since December, it just hasn't been so straightforward. It's been a little like blah, you know? One of my props is down 1,000. It had a stop on it. So I staggered my position sizes. So I traded them in different sizes last night at the same pivot. And one of them actually hit a stop, I think, here. One of them had a bigger position and then stopped out with 1,000. So I can work on that one today. Get it up. So I bought, basically I did nothing and I bought the dip down here. This was 69.44 S&P and then 282 on NASDAQ. The 282 was weekly hedge pressure, and I just jumped in on the long side, which was pretty straightforward. And then I think like I got in a little late on this one, so it stopped out. But they were like different position sizes. They were like I think it was like 1, 2, 3, and 5 or something like that, or 2, 3, 4, and 5. I don't know. But I was like, I'm gonna hit them all at different positions, and then if it's a big rally up, they're all gonna hit profit targets. I set a $4,500 profit target on it, and allowed myself a just a plain stop limit here. So I was like, all right, let me cut out, see what I get. So I was planning on jumping into a bigger long down here if we hit MHP, which never happened. So you could go up today. Yeah, so today we go up and fill the gap at least. So if I were to tell you what I think happens today we rally and break highs of yesterday and keep going a little bit, and then probably next week we come back down. Neon was talking about it on stream. I feel the same way. You know, you can feel the flow is different. We're back to bullishness. Any dip is a dip to buy. So essentially for the next couple days, maybe throughout the rest of the week, a dip is a dip to buy, baby. So I'm playing at that angle. No more trying to short the highs, even though I could probably short a high. I'm going to be careful doing that unless I get really strong conviction like a negative arb or something. But, you know, next 2-3 days, just keep your ears open. The market's going to try to inch higher. Trump tweets something, it dumps, get in. You know, my videos have been getting flagged as political advertisements because I keep saying the word Trump so much. Isn't that funny? Freaking have to talk about the president every day when I don't want to. YouTube is classifying our videos as political ads. You just mentioning the name, the algos pick it up. Isn't that funny? They're not political ads, political endorsements. So, like, if I were to try to run an ad or something for one of my videos, it'll be like, there's a political endorsement in here. No, there's no political endorsement. We're just commenting on the no, I need to give him a nickname, yeah. Let's see. Okay, so let me pull this up really quick. I'm gonna call him Donnie T going forward. That's probably what I'm gonna say, actually. All right, so here's Nasdaq, right? And let me just kind of put this up here. Let me double check where we are. Okay, 670 is that sort of red line there. And so we're gonna probably run up to 670 today or tomorrow. And it's not that far from here. 670 is about here. And I think this goes to here. And then we finish out the day Friday here. And then if we're back in that weird liquidity crisis, then like Monday and then, you know, Tuesday, and then next week makes the decision, like where we go from here. I think we're like going to round up like that. So today's dips to buy. Today, I don't think we lose half of this distance. As long as NVIDIA doesn't sell off whatever it gave up yesterday, would beat earnings, which, you know, Jensen coming in hot, which is great. Got this, you know, beat it by like a couple $1 billion worth of revenues. I mean, the EPS was up. I mean, it was a good read. So nothing. So we're like, okay, you know, the market's looking for any kind of salvation. NVIDIA could be it, but it's not enough. I'll tell you guys, not enough. It's not enough to change everyone's mind. It's enough to just change everybody's mind, at least for now. Let's see what it does. We already bled out pretty much everything and just price it in slightly higher. So one of the things you do whenever earnings comes out, let me start deleting some of this stuff. If you want my opinion, as long as gold and Bitcoin are still selling off, which they are, the market's going to try to sell off. Today it might try to sell off all of this, but we're going to keep an eye on this. Anytime you have an event, what you do is you look at where the price was when the event started. If you return to that price at any time after the event, it's effectively already priced in. So the actual, you know, efficient market hypothesis states all information is priced in. So 196.31 was the efficient information. And now we are, I mean, barely trading $1 over that. So NVIDIA has moved 0.5% off of its earnings to now. So if we trade out of it, we'll have a response in the market. Just be very careful on that. But I'm still in the mode that the only thing selling off the market was the liquidity crisis. We talked about the Committed Traders report, right? The same conversation we had earlier is that nobody's liquidating. You can see this when you look at the COT report. Over the last 2 weeks, you've actually seen accumulation. It's been, or even the last couple quarters, it's been accumulation. Wait, how do I? You're up here. Where's ES? It's like finding, like, where's Waldo? Where's this thing? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right, it's kind of frozen there for a minute. Let's try that in a second. Love when my tabs just freeze. Let's load her up. Okay, there it is. All right. So you guys know how to read this. We always show you just quickly. Okay, this is distributed position. Blah, blah. This is the distribution of positional risk inside of futures, reported by CFTC's data point comes out once a week. It's week-old data. Once it does come out, so sometimes you're about 1 to 2 weeks behind on what's really going on in sentiment. The last data point we have is the 16th of February. You can see, and this is how you read this. The green line is the asset managers. Since actually September, they have actually been accumulating long contracts. Despite October's choppiness, December's choppiness, there are more people still accumulating than actually selling off. When you start to get markets like kind of crashing out, there's an example during the tariff plunge. This is the S&P chart. This is the S&P value. So during the plunge, you saw the asset managers liquidating, like dumping. They're less long this stuff. But we haven't been seeing that. We've been seeing waves of that. Like in December, there was a little wave of that. But since the end of January, we've been back to accumulation. Overall, this is just noise. We're still at over almost 1 million net long contracts. And that is very akin to all-time highs. I mean, this is about as long as people have ever been. So with the choppiness we've had, we're not seeing everybody on Wall Street liquidating positions. It's like 90% of Wall Street is holding through it. The other 10% are like, oh shit, we're in a margin call because of Bitcoin. That's exactly what we're experiencing. So you can't walk in here and say, this market's going to collapse. There is no evidence of it. You need to start seeing and feeling that liquidation. Start listening to what Neon's saying. You know, he has an indication that shows the price velocity that tells you how quickly the market achieves certain levels to fill so many ticks. You can just, that force that goes into selling, you will feel liquidation. It'll just be like you're going to fall to pivot and then fall to pivot and fall to pivot. That's when that green line starts to slip down. So number one is there's no liquidation on the asset manager long side of the market. Another thing is the hedge funds are continuing to short harder while the asset managers continue to long harder at this junction. So when the one line slips down and one line slips up, we call it the alligator mouth, like that, it's liquid. Liquid markets don't crash. So it's solid enough to fight this off. And we're pretty decent today in like a spot where there's no fear, at least. And again, this is 2-week-old data, but in the last month, we've seen even sort of like, you know, a little bit of liquidation, but some recovery. So when you piece it all together, it's very likely that we're going to make an attempt to try to go higher, and the market's going to ask the question either today or a week from today, we're back going lower. So if we sell off everything today, then we have our answer. The market is just doomed again. I still don't think we're out of the crisis already, and today could be the day it just dumps out. After feeling out yesterday's flow, I'm very less likely to jump in and try to take that bet from here. So with everything being good, we survived on monthly maps. That's bullish. We survived DD ratio. That's bullish. Everything looks good. I'm going to take it one step at a time. If we pop and ARB goes to like -30 or -40, I might take a short off of a high pivot, kind of like DD or something. I'm not going to take shorts off of gap fills. I'm not going to take shorts off of anything other than a strong push from a higher high. And even so, what I'm looking for is dips. So out the door, we're close to low bottom support pivots. 69.08, 69.50 on the gap fill. So basically, S&P could open, try to sell a little bit, survive here, positive resilience, fill its gap. It is a flat open, so we're not going to really get that much when it comes to resilience. You guys know the rule when there's flat opens. Flat open means that your QQQ opens within one strike distance of yesterday's close, which is equivalent to 40 points in Nasdaq futures. So we're opening right where we closed yesterday and closes at 4 p.m. So this is a flat open if there ever was one. S&P, the distance is 10. One strike on SPY is 10 points here. So S&P is gapping up 7. Anytime you're flat on the market, resilience is not going to be a good leading indicator. It itself is going to be choppy because the stocks are going to be flat. Stocks barely moving one way or the other above the half cap is going to cause that indicator to go all over the place. So at the open today, with it being flat, it might be a little choppy. We're going to see. And I think today it's going to depend. NVIDIA is still trading higher since yesterday's event. So we might just open and just go straight up again for one more day. VIX is in decline. I think I'll buy that very first dip if there is one. So the question is, do I want to just be long at the open just to bet that it further goes, or do I want to just hang tight? And again, I hate missing out on some good bull plays, but this could be just we open and move straight up. So we're going to keep an eye on that. I think that today is another up day, just to follow through. And then maybe, I don't know if it'll be choppy, but, you know, at least to fill the gap, I think is appropriate. Even to try to find higher highs. Like I kind of had a dream, and I woke up thinking of this. I had a dream that we did this and that. I really did. Like I woke up thinking like, oh my God, in my dream I made trades like on that, and I made all this money. That we would go to higher highs and then try to sell and then survive this. Literally. So maybe you know, the Matrix is speaking to me in my dreams, but I was like, I remember waking up being like, oh, did I close out my position? Because like last night, y'all caught me trading in my sleep, remember? We examined, because I was like talking about the loss that I had. I was like, yeah, I put stops in. I must have stopped overnight. And then I was analyzing the orders, and I looked at it and I was like, wait, that was no stop. There was a market order of that size. My stops are spread out. And I looked at it and I realized, oh, my stops are canceled. So I found out that at 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up, grabbed my phone and just saw it. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to just close it out. That's the only logical conclusion. And I don't like, now that I talk about it, I'm like, I think I remember doing that, but that's kind of what happened, which is really funny. So yeah, yesterday on this like Trump thing right here, I put in a short and then went to bed, and I had stops like spread all through here. Well, relative on NASDAQ. So pretend this was NASDAQ. So I shorted basically here, and I had stops up here. And so I was looking, I had closed my position out there when my stops were there, and I was very confused. And it took me a while because I didn't have the column open that showed the stops were actually canceled. So apparently I woke up at like 3 in the morning and saw that it was rallying on Europe, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And I just closed it, and that was 30K. I could have been down 50K if I went to full stop, because I was betting for hundreds of thousands of dollars in case it dumped out. So that and his sleep decided to just close out. And so I don't remember being awake at 3 o'clock, but the more I think about it, the more it kind of rings a bell. But when you trade so much, it's like you dream in numbers, I guess. Anyways, had a dream we break the highs, break higher highs, maybe 7,000, and then we sell off in that. So kind of like, that's what I think we're gonna get, which I think out the door. I kind of do want to make a small bet just on that we open and just fly. Talking myself into it. Flat open, no volatility, so it's going to be a very hard press to say that we break that, and if we do, it's falling really far. Just close out. If I lose, you know, 40 points, I'll just kind of like hold through some chop. Probably gonna be a little like not so much of it, but you know, at least filling the gap sounds appropriate. You know, that's 60-70 points higher on NASDAQ. The S&P's gap fills right about 75, which is about 8 points higher. Who's the guy that's been streaming on my behalf? We're expanding, dude. We're expanding to being a 24-hour trading network. So we're gonna have day trading around the clock at some point. So we brought in new folks. You know me, like I'm so busy right now. I don't have the capacity to stream all day anymore. IDOC and I are opening like, you know, a bunch of stuff this year, businesses, and so we're working on that. And then we're running around town a lot. I'm building the prop website thing. By the way, an announcement. Speaking of props, we're having, you know how we do a giveaway every single month. If you spend $1,000 using one of our codes with one of our all of our partners together, $1,000 total, you can enter yourself into a giveaway to give away lifetime membership, which is a $4,000 thing here at Rock Scooter. Free platform, free software for life, free boot camp for life. So if you're spending props, use our code that enters you into that drawing. However, we're doing something very special now. We're only going to do one of those for March. If you spend $1,000 total, you enter into a raffle. We're going to do five more lifetimes. If you have spent $1,000 with TPT between now and the end of March, you enter into a raffle. This is let's get you guys acclimated with TPT. If you like them, take profit. They are ranked in the top 2 of prop firms on our prop scoring website. One of the best out there, one of the fan favorites. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. If you use any other trailing drawdown, 20 account, copy trade, deny your payout, scam prop firm switch today to somebody that won't do any of that stuff, and you can enter yourself to a raffle by March. Promise you guys will like them 1,000 times better. If you like those trailing drawdowns, we're going to do a giveaway, massive giveaway. It's the biggest giveaway we've ever done for Lifetime. So I highly encourage you guys to check them out if you haven't yet. Rockstar said, I've been watching these guys this week, but haven't seen them making any trades. They've been making some trades. But remember, in the evening and the afternoon, it's not a lot of times the market's actionable. You have to realize that in those time frames, you can't just force a trade because people are watching, right? Like, I'm not always trading at that time either. So, what if you spend 1,000? What if you spend 1K in Apex? Doesn't count. Need I remind you of yeah, if you spend $1,000 with Apex, consider it gone. That was your own mistake. The scoring model. So we made a prop scoring website. And what it does is use mathematics to a mathematical model to compare prop firms with each other based on the parameters of what the prop firms have. Every rule, every detail, every subtle hint in their FAQs are going to be scored. And we have this model that looks at every single thing and gives the prop firms a score. Why is CPT ranked high with the intraday drawdown? Right, so that's a portion of it, right? The overall score has two different parts to it, where there's a eval side and a funded side. The eval side on TPT is end of the day. That's why their score gets higher, but also it's the cost, the return on investment, the time in market and payout, all of that counts. So TPT just ranks higher because everything else is really good. You get a lot of drawdown for what you pay for. And while it is trailing, even with trailing drawdown on the funded side, which does hurt the score a little bit, if they didn't have trailing drawdown, they would easily be ranked #1. I played with the model a little bit to change that parameter just to see what they would rank as if they had end of the day. If they had end of the day, they'd be the #1 firm. So even with trailing drawdown, which really nukes the difficulty score a little bit, they still rank that high. That's how good the plans are. You want to buy a Tradeify account and you have the money, did everything they asked me to do regarding to solve the problem, but it still doesn't work? I'm not really sure, Louis. You're trying to purchase the account and the checkout's not going through? You have to go to customer service to see what's going on. I haven't heard about any issues with Tradeify. How to trade trailing drawdown? So you have to trade base hits. You really can't go in there and try to swing the day. Like, let me just buy this market and just ride it till the end of the day. You have to take designated like small size base hits based on your stop. So for me, I like to take 40 to 40 on NASDAQ and 10 to 10 on S&P. If I get 40 points on NASDAQ on trailing drawdown, I'll take it and close out. I try to win 3 trades or 4 trades or however many trades it is to get to, with TPT, for example, it's, what was it, 50%, I think, consistency. So you just need to win 2 trades in a row to pass. Yeah, I'm curious where Lucid will rank, as Charlie said. I 100% agree, man. I would like to see where Lucid ranks too. So, hard to believe bull market's back so easily. Well, the thing is I have a hard time believing it as well. The market itself today is still in that sort of liquidity crunch. Gold and Bitcoin are still selling. We can't forget about that. So I'm sure that when we open a quickie little dump that hits support, I'll jump in. I'm taking the sort of like, I take the stance when markets are bullish and flat is I have like a sacrificial position that allows me to hold through initial chop. If the initial chop drops to here, it's liquidity pocket, then I can jump in at like 20 contracts and then trade it back to there. If we just fly straight up and keep going to fill the gap, then I got 6 on the play. So I can basically play both ideas. So when I take an opening bet like this, my bet is basically saying we're not selling off anymore. So I'm basically catching the position inside of here. Now at the open, hopefully we bump with a really strong resilience. It's a gap up and everything's good and we complete the move and we fill the gap. But if we just open up and collapse out, we're fine. My only reason to jump at the open is because NVIDIA is trading slightly higher off of yesterday's earnings. After we ran up, came down, we're kind of back. So we'll see what happens with that. What about the MyFunded Futures Rapid? So MyFunded Futures Rapid and TPT are the two highest ranked prop accounts in our scoring model. So our scoring model is a non-subjective prop ranking system. It's a site that's coming out that lets you compare prop firms side by side to actually see which one is better. It was recently revealed in the last couple weeks that Apex ranks as one of the worst on the list, and I was kind of talking a lot about it, and I think they got mad at me revealing the truth. And I told you guys I was gonna sort of piss off a lot of people with my prop scoring model, because now it's no longer these prop sites that are like, check out this one's great, this one's great, and these affiliates are just telling you which one pays them the most. We have a mathematical model you can argue with. The fact that I was revealing some very hard truths about another firm, they didn't really like hearing that. So, but now we're gonna actually teach you guys which ones are good. So I would promise you one thing: it's non-subjective in this. There's no opinions built into the score. There's 5 points in the scoring model. One of them is reviews, so on its own, it has its own score. But the overall score doesn't use anything subjective. The 4 other points are all mathematical. One is reviews, which is not. And the overall is a separate model that gives you the overall value based on everything that's not subjective. What is considered the worst funded with trailing drawdown is Apex. There's not even a close second to last place. Apex is so far last place, it's almost comical you would buy it. 30% consistency on the challenge, no consistency on the funded. What is considered the worst? Oh, you're talking about, they meant the firm, sorry. You funded with trailing drawdown, or 30% consistency on the challenge and no consistency on the funded. Right, so the idea would be the site could answer that question for you. Off the top of my head, the trailing drawdown is worse than the other one. If you assume that the other one is not, if the other one is end of the day drawdown. So let me explain. Are you talking about unfunded? Okay, so let's start over. The overall value has to look at eval and funded. Basically, you're looking at the return on investment that you get against the expected failure rate on the time and market for what you pay. And that's really what you're looking for. And so it's hard to say that without all the parameters. If you're comparing TPT versus trade day, I've heard nothing good about trade day either. So I've heard bad stuff, and people just think that they're just not that good. I've never used them. I have no experience in not in our model yet, so I can't answer that. But what I've heard is that TPT ranks at the top. So it's very hard for something else to be up there unless they're just one of the bigs. A 30% consistency on the challenge and no consistency on the funded. So the challenge with 30% is a 4-day pass. TPT is a 2-day pass with flip days for the other 3. It's infinitely easier. So when you talk about trading on prop firms, time and market's important. If you use a model of coin flip model, 1/2 to the n, every day is a day you can blow up. So an example is if you have to pass it in 1 day, you just full port, you can coin flip. Then on that example, you have a 50-50 shot, 50% chance. If it's a 2-day, you have 25% chance to win day 1 and day 2 in a row. Make sense? 3 days, 12.5, 4 days, 6.25, etc. Right? 3.125. So every day in market counts. With TPT, you can flip it after the 2nd day. With trade day at 30%, 30% is kind of a gimmick. 30% means 4 days. Your failure rate goes through the roof on this model. Does this make sense? Everybody here understand what I'm saying? 30% consistency means, why is it 4 days to pass, right? 30 plus 30 plus 30 is 90%. You can't even get to 100% on 3 days. So you have to trade 4 days. It's 2 extra days you can blow up. Your success rate completely drops. Is it 40? Somebody said 30. So if it's 40, it's 3 days to pass. So on this model alone, so somebody was talking about trade day and said 30%. I don't know if y'all talking about funded next. Y'all are saying 40%, but the person asked the question said 30, so I'm just saying what they said. Market said 30% consistency on challenge, no consistency on funded. So TPT, you can actually pass it in 2 days and then flip the other 2 days, other 3 days. The TPT is a 2-day to pass, and in 3 days, you just open and close for $1. 30% consistency is going to be 4 times harder to pass because it's 2 to the end for every additional day. See, and then I get dumb questions like, somebody has 14% consistency. Why do you promote them? It's like, I'm not saying you're dumb. Let me start over. Your question is dumb. You're probably really smart. Well, I'm the one. The funny thing is that when you have a good product, people don't even know they need it until you bring it to the table. Steve Jobs had the same mentality. I'm going to sell something that people don't even know they need. But sir, there's a million different layers of music that sit in your pocket. Now, not the one like I'm making. I'm going to sell something they don't think they need, and I'm going to make them need it. The fact that I'm coming with a prop website that does answer that question for you, you guys ask dumb questions. You're really smart, but you're trained to ask the dumb questions. It's not your fault. There's other factors that go into a prop's value. And some people are like, people are even 10 times dumber in their questions. Like, why would I buy this other one for 99? This one's 89. Let me buy that one. And then they don't understand that 89 is 50 times harder or something, right? So I'm giving you a product you don't know you need until you get there. It will answer the question for you. You'll be able to put two firms side by side and it'll tell you which one's better and why. That's kind of the point, is there's other redeeming factors that certain prop firms will have. Consistency is not the only thing that goes into it. Futures Desk doesn't have sim funded, so it's its own category. And so because it goes straight to live, it's a little different. Most firms don't want you to go live, so they're going to do the following. Most firms are going to say, oh, you're going to spend 3 days in eval and then 5 days in funded, and then you'll go live after a certain point. Okay. And so you're talking, you might get like a 40% consistency here, no consistency there, and then you go live. But if you take those 9 days or 8 days and string them together and you cut out this step, you need to really keep you like 9 days there. So when you're keeping yourself 9 days in the eval, it's no surprise that the consistency is going to be 10 to 20% because it's the same thing. It literally is the same thing. This one just is written differently, so it doesn't seem like the same thing. Does that make sense, everybody? Is this website going to be free? 100% free. This is a service I'm doing in the community. So it's going to be free. So you guys, you see what I'm saying, right? Like if these firms are trying to keep you in there for 8 days, they're going to like they're going to bait you with a good consistency here and then hit you with some harder rules there, like trailing drawdown or something. But if you just squeeze the 8 days together to get to the finish line, then of course they're going to make you trade, 5 to 10 trades to get there. So it's the same. It's almost exactly the same. When you eliminate the sim funded step, there is no difference. They're just forcing consistency in a different, you know what I'm saying? So once we get the site live, everything will be there so you can see the actual scoring parameters. But it does make sense that a firm that skips, it's just the way that type of account will be designed. If you're skipping the sim funded stage, which is millions of ways to make you guys blow up, if they're skipping that altogether, then they're kind of screwed because you're not failing. So you have to make it slightly harder somewhere else. You give, you take, and that's kind of how it works. Yeah. So you guys are asking good questions, but you're trained to ask them the wrong way. The value of a prop has to be analyzed very detailed. And that's why we're going to give you guys something you didn't know you needed. I get asked all the time, hey, FundNX is having a 40% off sale. But this other firm subtracted a day from their profit, or from their profit target. You can get there a day sooner. Which one should I buy the deal or should I stick with my current one? And you ask that question pretty much every day when you get blasted in the face with affiliate gurus selling you shit all day long. And you're always like, I don't know who to trust or whatever. You got grandma's website over here that's like, oh, trade days are the best. And you got somebody's website over here that's like, oh, take profits the best. And you got somebody over here, some grandpa over here, oh, FundNX is the best. And then they're the highest on each payroll. You don't know what to trust. You don't have honest salespeople out there. This is a neutral site. They'll answer that question for you. So you guys can answer all those questions. Will it track prop purpose purchases using Rockscatter code? There's no tracking. You guys can manually enter that stuff. We will highly encourage you. We'll probably do like a loyalty or something. So, I mean, I'm not saying probably we will. We'll have some kind of, we don't know how we're going to do it though, but basically you'll be able to go in and then upload your purchases and track them for your own stats, mostly like, how well you've been doing, your own failure rate. We're going to collect data so that we can improve the failure rate models. We highly encourage you guys to do this. It's all private. but you can upload the amount you've purchased and whatever, and that data, we will put that data into the database that we can actually calculate with enough data the prop firm failure rates. That's the biggest mystery in the world. How much do people fail? My site will collect that data and publish that data anonymously, so you won't be blasted. We encourage you, if you fail a lot, please let us know. But you also get loyalty. You'll get rewarded for submitting the data. So you'll get rocket scooter discounts, free whatever, free this. We're gonna give out a lot of stuff. So David says, so you never done props or research them roles was the best place for you to research for the best one. A little confused. I tell people if you want to get started, the two no hassle prop firms I would say are probably going to be My Funded Futures. I always say start there. It's the no hassle, no craziness, no drama. One of the easier firms. They're ranked in the top 2 as well. And then Tradeify and Lucid people also vouch for as being somewhat no hassle. It's all by the book. You get in, follow the rules, get your payout. That's it. There's no subjective. They don't make you film your trading style, send in a video. Pretty straightforward. But my one answer to that is if you're just getting started, check out like My Funded Futures. One of the cheaper plans, like the Flex plan or something, is cheap, is good value, straightforward, and that's pretty much what I say. They don't pay me to say that, by the way. But that is really, they rank in the top 2 in the prop site, so. Funded Futures Family. Yeah, so Funded Futures Family was Jay Dunn and Danny's prop firm before the big drama that happened between Danny and Patrick Whelan. And then it kind of like Danny stepped aside and Jay Dunn stepped aside. And Danny's uncle runs the firm. I don't know anything about it other than that. So I never, I've never used it. And we'll know once, like I said, once we get our prop site up and running, we'll have employees that'll be able to answer any question about every firm. We have account managers. So the employees are going to be able to know everything there is to know about every prop firm. We'll ask the right person. We'll have the answer for you. I'm refreshing. Oh, stop it. I'll stop it. Y'all are great. Guys, hit the like button really quick. We're about to get started. Market opens in 8 minutes. The million challenge commences. I am taking a open bet to say that maybe we fill the gap. There is really nothing other than we are opening flat. I'm just taking the bet that it flies up. If we dip to lower lows, then that's okay too. I'm going to buy a liquidity pocket and take it back to close with a bigger position. So I'm taking a small open bet just to have something in case we go up, and it's small enough that I can get a dip with a very moderate position, not lose much. If we fall to 280, even if we fall to 280, I'm down maybe like 10K, not a big deal. The million challenge, $400,000 in the bank right now, in the account right now, on the way to $1 million. It felt like yesterday with the flow the way that it was. You could feel that bullish-ishness is back. Europe, this is the second time in a row. Asia closed in Europe, pushed us a little higher, which is good. Slight gap up on S&P, but we're already yellow line. If somehow we do hold and go, then it's a really nice bump, and then we get a good run. So the website's going to be up and running this weekend for our admins and the alpha testers. So we're going to bring in some alpha testers to go through, test it out for functionality and all that, and then make some big changes. So alpha is just functionality test, you know, while we're polishing it up, and then we'll do an open beta for you guys in Rocket Scooter and on the stream. So basically, we're going to do one stage alpha. Hopefully that clears everything up. Then we'll do closed beta, which is for Rocket Scooter members in the Discord only. And then we'll do open beta, which is for you guys on the stream. And then once everything's, each stage, we make the improvements. And then once we're done, we roll out to the public with ads and stuff. I'll put out some announcements whenever we're ready for alpha testing. So alpha testing, you guys can come in and, you know, scour the website, look at the functionality. First thing is when it comes out for our mods and admins, we're gonna have to go populate the site and start doing that. So that's gonna take us a bit of time, you know, probably 3 or 4 days to get all that data in there. But as we're rolling it in there, you guys can play with the functionality of the data that's already in there. RS members ad free. No, there's no ads. There's no ads. The site, well, okay, let me start over. There could be ads at some point. as far as it goes, the site's going to pay for itself with affiliate sales. So when you guys check out, you're going to click the button on the site and then just populates the code and stuff for you. That's going to pay. So basically, like, you know, most of the gurus and shit out there, they want to get some prop money so it pays their apartment rent or whatever. The prop money that we make, I'm hiring a bunch of people so we can give you guys the truth of the prop industry. So it's going to be paid for with the affiliate stuff. And then maybe we might have banner ads or something at some point where people can buy rotating ads on the site. But it's a free service, yeah. Markets are closing beyond DD band these days. There's just been, I mean, the market's been unusually volatile, so we've just been in sort of like, you know, the mode of the market's just moving a lot further than normal. Wow, we are going to probably gap down 40 points. Very cool. I just bought, like I said, I got a contract for the flat open just in case the flat open was a move up. So we should see. As long as resilience is greater than 50 on both sides, it's a pretty good play. I don't know what to expect. Today could be a day where this just ends up here and ends up here. So I don't really know. Unless I get a really strong liquidity pocket, I'm going to hit it really hard at pocket and then leave it at that. But yeah, we're really excited to bring out that website because it's really going to, that website's going to do a bunch of things. It's going to give you guys an ability to see which firm has the better deal at any given time. We'll also be able to track score changes. Like if a firm changes its rules and changes its rules and changes its rules, you're going to have like rule set A and then they make their rules B and they make their rules C like different days and times. You'll be able to see the score does this, like your credit score. The score is getting worse as they're changing the rules. That's a red flag. That firm is going underwater, right? You'll be able to see that. Another thing is all these influencers out there that are trying to pitch to you, hey, this new firm is great, this firm is great. Before you get involved in a rug pull, you can see the score is trash out the door. So this site will serve a couple of purposes. Number one, it's going to bankrupt a handful of firms. Number two, it's going to bankrupt a lot of your affiliates who make their money selling those handful of firms that get bankrupt. So I'm pretty sure we're going to make a lot of enemies doing this, but I don't even care. Imagine somebody been telling you something's the best all along it's the best, it's the best, it's the best. And then it comes out to be like, oh God, look at the score, everything's a scam. And then, you know, what's the affiliate gonna say? Nuh-uh, man. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Look at me on the wrong side of this. Cool. Well, this is good. Now we have non-flat open, which is great. Good. I got a 6 contract just to have something to get in on the flat open. Moderate size position, nothing big, keeping it small. I'm not adding here. I was hoping we get a liquidity pocket underneath this. To fill the gap. Their preliminary ranking of top step, not yet. Not yet. We paused like all preliminary ranking to actually get the site out to do it all there. Save ourselves some time. 2 minutes to market opens, you guys. 6 contracts, small. 10 is my small. 6 is my medium small, or like small. 10 is my medium small. For this account size, yeah, that's just to have something at the flat open. The R&R on this is pretty good. In case we go to gap fill, will be up to 462. Certainly not that much. We're talking like 10K up or down. Nvidia dumping a little bit pre-market. Yeah, that's kind of what we're going to watch today. Make sure you keep your eyes on Nvidia. I still think we attempt to push. Like I had a dream, like we go higher highs and then we sell. 7,000, I think is there. Nvidia's IB crush was rough. Oh, 100%. Everybody thought Nvidia was going to break the market or make the market. It didn't travel that far. Nvidia barely moved. So yeah, dude, that crush was pretty terrible. Oh yeah. Guys, hit the like button really quick. We're going to do a giveaway within an hour today. We'll do it earlier as long as the market's not, you know, requiring full attention. 5% implied. It's completely flat. Shocker. Oh, 100%. I was saying like it could have been possible that we got 10 or 20% Nvidia, but I was like, it's probably not likely. It's possible, but it's not likely. And we barely swung 5. Okay, gapping down. Let's see positive res, negative res. See what we get. What do we get? Let's see how we run it. -2. Let's see if there's anything good. That was what I was thinking earlier, that we end up down here. Not adding to it yet. Let's see. It is a flat open. Let's see if resilience does good or bad. We're going to watch it and see. Opening and selling. So, wait for liquidity pockets to come out. So let me see if I got a pocket nearby. Down inside of here. My data coming through. Just a moment. That's pretty brutal to the downside. See if I get a pocket. I'm waiting to see if I get a pocket so I can add to it. So I wanted to basically trade inside of this range. The bet that we didn't, like the market was going to knee jerk to the downside. That's why I just put 6 on it. The data comes through. Positive res S&P. Okay. Oh, so no LPs there. Nah. So we'll check NVIDIA and see where that is. Edge pressure. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's not great, but it's not bad. So S&P's pocket is a little bit lower, which kind of sucks. S&P's down here. I want to hold for like 30 points though. That's like going to be like 30k drawdown. 6 is all right. Do I want to hold on for 6? S&P has second entry there. Nasdaq has entry there. It's kind of far. Now I'm kind of stuck in an IP. Do I want to hold on to that? So my better entries are here. So let's see. What is 208 going to put me at? Maybe 25? 22? Yeah, about 22. I can go down to 22 of drawdown and tap it down here at the bottom of the zone. This is where I would want to enter. It's kind of tricky. Yeah, because this is my entry point right here. Let's double check to make sure the volatility is good. VIX is barely moving. Okay, let me... NVIDIA's dumping VVIX. Let's see if NVIDIA has a support there. Okay. VVIX still above 100, so it is possible to get some VIX growth on this. I'm not adding yet. So I got 6 just in case it blasted up. I want to trade heavy down in here. So maybe I'll just hang on to it. Once the NVIDIA dumping kind of sort of stops, it's at a liquidity pocket. So that's where we'll kind of stabilize that. So NVIDIA is going to support in here. So I got a little bit lower lows to hang through. That's why I was just taking a small position in case we went up, and then a medium position, then we can get the dip. Let's just wait a little bit. I'm going to hold through it. I could close, but I'm not convinced that it does drop past the bull zone. I'm right at where I would reopen anyways. So this is the area. The stock ratio being a 70, we're good. It's good. So we fall here, we bounce. I almost had that intuition. I was like, man, you know, I'm going to wait and just buy the dip at the open, but that's okay. I should have done that. Should have waited a little bit. So this is the area for support, which is good. S&P is going to be here. Probably going to support right here. but I'm not going to add to it. So it's a little tiny bit lower. We'll check this really quick. NVIDIA is falling to support, so that's good. So NVIDIA's support is going to be 190. Yeah, that's that key level from yesterday, that 190 level. Yeah. Let's see it. Impact redline at 255, or run link redline right here at 255 as well. So this is retracing the whole move from yesterday. Alrighty, so see, a pocket is where I'd want to grab this. Lower band, you sell up the whole thing. Yeah, probably like a couple more flush candles inside of there, and I'll grab right on this and then build. Is the liquidity crisis still upon us? So about 22 is what I said I would be at when we get down to this pocket. I just got in a small position just because it's so small. So that I can actually basically trade on the move up or add to it at the move down. So let me get here. Let me let it reclaim. Not a big deal. This is like flat open and it's always going to be like that. So this is the place to play on it. Here. Let me let it go a little bit lower. Let me put NVIDIA on this chart, to be honest. I'm going to watch that more than anything. This is just small, 6 contracts. So, 65, which is good. Ratio here. Let me double check monthly maps really quick. Should be all right, at least after yesterday's play. Minus 68 DD. We should be good. Bull zone and S&P here. Yeah, we should be fine. Monthly maps good. Bull zone 6940. Keep my eye on that one. Where NASDAQ says, come on, load up. Load up. $326. Oh, huge pocket on NASDAQ, 326. It's up here. Should be good. So my cost basis is 314. It could be a little bit better, but I can catch this for the rest of the day. Just playing with it a little bit. And we'll check where this NVIDIA's bouncing point is. 190. Oh yeah, I got NVIDIA. I had to keep that right here. Can we roll that position out from 18 contracts? Let's drop it down to 15. NVIDIA bouncing at liquidity pocket. We're good. Oh. Let's make it something better here. Tick chart up. Watch the flow. What I really want is to support off of bottom TD band, which is where I want to be. NVIDIA's got liquidity pocket here. We should be all right. Don't play with it. You go blind. Ask Lance. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the Rocket tools are the Pro. It's called Pro Plus. Yeah, that's where all the tools are. 100%. No volatility. Let's go. Gonna hook it. Come on, NVIDIA. You guys know that you love 190. Okay, this is the kind of the riskier bet. That NVIDIA grabs it's a wall at the bid here. Wow, wow, wow. All right, I'm just rolling my cost basis lower. I'm getting at 262 now. I'm getting my cost basis down here to even now. 18 contracts, I got it lower. I took 2 small losses by opening and closing. And I have a cost basis down here at pocket, which will be good. What's the red line? It's called an illiquidity pivot. So basically it's, let me teach you how to do it really quick. I might have to jump off this chart in a second if things get crazy. Hold on. So like here, essentially the way that it's done is there's a certain thing that we look for, and I teach it in my boot camp. But basically that certain thing that we look for is an illiquid move, right? This is called an impact line, and the impact line creates an illiquid move. And we recognize where it starts, and then that's called an anchor point. And the anchor point till the end of the day creates the total move we call the run. And so the run length has a retracement level. If you do retracements, it's very similar, but it's where it's measured from is what's important, not the low. And so from here, this is a pivot and this is a pivot. So both of these things are going to be high volume pivots when you get back to them. So it looks like I'm experiencing a little bit of selling pressure here. Watch, make sure NVIDIA is not dying off of this 190 level. That's really what we want to see. So NVIDIA hold the level here. And NVIDIA is not updating for some reason. There we go. There we go. Little second leg down on NVIDIA. Is gold doing okay? Gold's kind of doing okay. Bitcoin, not as good. S&P is taking a little bit of a lower low here. There is a liquidity pocket on S&P to support. So are we going back to bull market? This is where I ask that question. And if I get squeezed today and take a loss, then I'm a little confused on the flip-floppiness of this. But if NVIDIA sells very hard, it could drag this market down. So be very careful today. This is the only place I will want to be long from. And if I take a loss from here, I'm only going to long on the return on that. So I want to get a position closer to here. on, Nvidia. You know you want to be bought here. Okay, rolling my position up again. I have 24 contracts. Pulling it back down to 18. So what I'm doing is I'm buying low, selling high, buying low, selling high, buying low, selling high, and getting my position that I want. Cost basis at 60 now. That rolling trick is really good at getting your cost basis lower. And also knocking out your loss, making your loss smaller and smaller and smaller while you wait for the play to happen. I've just been getting 30 point, 30 point, 30 point, in and out, in and out. So now my cost basis is pretty good here. So this supporting the band is where I want to make the trade from. This is basically my basis here and here. I don't trade Scooby Curry. I don't trade props on my screen. I trade real money. This is it. That's the level. We like Nvidia. Nvidia is breaking 190. Hang in there. VIX moving up a little bit, but VIX is still below 20, which is all right. Bulls on bottom on SPY. Yes, sir. Come on, hook it up. ARB is going up. Good. Resilience is going up. It could be better, but good. So I need to go to... If we get all the way back up to the top, it'd be fantastic. Gonna see a new high day? That'd be great. I'd like to see the gap fill, to be honest. That'd be great. That'd be really good. This is if there's a hook, it's here. That's it. It's here or nowhere. I want to bet that it's here. I mean, I want to make the bet, but let's just hope that the universe doesn't hate me today. Normally, so the way that this works, this green line, there's only 8% of days close below the green line. It's very, very, very strong support. And this ratio is greater than half. And this ratio is not extremely strong, greater than half, but it is greater than half. It's greater than half enough that this could be the hook where it hooks up. So I take that bet every single time. And I have a medium-sized bet now. Medium, not really too big, but like, it's not 50. So I am betting that we hold through this, and we'll see what happens. But if we're back to being that shit bear market that we've been at, then I'll just take the loss and sit out. We should hopefully be okay here. Give me one more lower low. I'll pop it hard. It's going to fight to hold, so that's kind of what we're seeing. And you see how it's trying its hardest to hold here. And if we lose that, then we lose that. But I always love buying this range here because it's always such a good play. When it works like a charm. S&P has a lot of supports here as well. Danger zone. Overshoot and hold. Let's try that. Let's make this a 100K day today, baby. Our numbers are good. You see how the pivot is there. We just have to see if it holds or not. So. You see how 208, you see that exact pivot there? That's how good our risk interval calculations are, and they're good. So the question is, will the market hold it off or not? Nvidia's picking up a little bit of a bump here. Keep your eyes on that, because that's really what's controlling a lot of this. You have monthly hedge pressure in Nvidia. If we lose 187, I mean, this market crashes, so it is on the edge. S&P has this area as well. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4 failures to reverse. So I know the minute I give up on this, it's going to go up. So let's see if I can catch it. Nvidia bounce. This resilience is just not that great. Come on, Nvidia. We're at the 206 old yellow line level in NASDAQ as well. Let's hold on. Hold on. And I want to get caught in another BS thing like December. Hang in there. I'm going to stop. My stop is going to be at about 160 finally. So like I said, I want to get a big play off of this. My opening play didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So we'll see. We'll see how well it works. DD band break would make the market completely irrational and kind of dying out. So let's. The goal is hopefully this doesn't happen. This is where that limit is. So. Here I was thinking we would get the big short setups next week, not today. Hope today just traps a bunch of people. That's what I'm thinking. Like I said, if it survives, it goes all the way up to the top. Fill the gap. Nvidia just needs to hang on to 190. liquidity pocket should be good. Takes a little bit of patience here to grab this in the middle of this fall. The indicators are still pretty okay. Nothing's terrible. It's not great, but it could be worse. Still pretty good. It's EST longs. Actually, that opening 6 contract is where I took most of that heat. That's why y'all here. Let's see if we get magic today. Balls of steel, baby. Come on, hold on. MHP, DD band, bull zone. Hold on to all of that. Hang into that. On Nvidia, just everyone knows they want to buy Nvidia. They love it. It's not a turd anymore. Nvidia, the best company in the world. They beat earnings. Everybody wants to buy the dip. Is this a transitional mode into bull market, or is this bear market death day again? That's the question. Your magic? Stop. Still sending freaking 25K a drawdown. Let's hang on. Let's get this up here. My cost base is at 243, which is right at the support, which is good, but could be better. Oh, Wall Street, you love Nvidia more than anything. It's your favorite stock in the world. Everyone wants to buy it. Come on, Wall Street, buy yourself some Nvidia. Come on, hedge funds. Come on, hedge funds, you know you love your Nvidia. Hang on to that zone, baby. Hold on to it. One problem is it can flush before it rips. That's my one. You're going to see me close my eyes and not want to look at it. Then we'll check the VIX maps real quick. Could be better. Come on, just just get it out of the way. Please just get it out of the way. Get it over with. Rip the band-aid off. 63 is good. This is not that great. Come on, just get it out of the way. All right, there. Let's go. I feel like every single time I've tried to swing for a big play on stream, I've gotten the most unlucky swings my way. So the market, like this entire challenge, I haven't gotten lucky where I've swung a bigger position and then made my 100K or something. I've always had like sort of terrible luck when it came to the December market onward. It ain't looking great. It's not looking too great now. But statistically, I gotta take my trade every time. It's bringing back those December vibes. So let this be the one that maybe tricks everybody. It would be so great if Fortune The fortune favored the bold today. I think, you know, and like I said, in history of this challenge, we've been through the choppiest, weirdest market together, haven't we? So I've been sort of like, I have not gotten like a 100K profit day. I've gotten like some 60s and 70s, but just like where I pick the big play and then I just ride it to the top. I haven't gotten a lucky swing in months. I've just been scalping really well. So seems my bigger plays have all kind of been shattered. At that 170 level? Oh, yeah. Like, this is it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Get that flush out of the way. Just kind of like, do that. Just get it over with. Get it over with. Come on, do this. Do that. Get it over with. I want the bigger play. Bigger. That's not a scalp today. I want the bigger play. Let me see if I want to do this. Any of my props too when it recovers on the pocket. Do I want to put a big position on this though at pocket? There it is. Okay. This is hard. Get it over with. And I'm telling you, this hourly candle is pretty gross. Shit. Here we go again. Who would have thought that today would have been like that? Just get that flush over with. Now get back above here. Get back above here. That's all we need to see. Get it out of the way. No, I'm not. I don't trade negative R&R. This is a rapid scaling challenge. So this is designed to scale the account to $1 million as fast as possible. This is not normally how I'm going to babysit an account. I allow myself to lose half the balance as far as like the rapid scale goes. It's not that big of a deal. But this is like, this was small and then to catch the entire wave. Like essentially something small, make it to pocket, and then have the big bounce for the day. Just watch. Let's just see if this holds here. No, I usually trade 1.5 to 2 or greater than 1, but depends on what the market conditions are. This specific challenge is designed to just scale it to $1 million, and now the market conditions haven't been that great. Normally it would be much easier, but there's been a lot of weird, wonky market stuff. Let's just see. Let's hit that pocket and hold. It should be fine. Get back above here would be great. Get that flush out of the way. Get it over with. I've seen this kind of day a million times. Post earnings flush out, and then if it like the question is, if it's a bull market, we rally from here. That's it. It's here or never. So I'm betting that I'm betting that I'm at the low, and this is just a small drawdown for the bigger run up for the whole week. So that's it. Yeah, so cat active line on NASDAQ. Let me mark it real quick. $352 at the level here. I'd say right here, 163. Yeah. I'm actually just measuring from the top as well. 70. 6650. 04. Quarter. All right. Yep. I think we're good. My stop is on the other side of the bear zone. So essentially, this is where I'm building the position from for the bigger run for the week. My full stop, and again, this is just for the week. My full stop is here. Like if this is a low, like I'm saying, if this was the low, if this market is surviving and staying bullish, then this is the low for the week. I usually stop 40 points underneath here. So this is about the area that I will be out of the trade on. And I'll only re-engage it on top of this band. So if I do stop, I'm out until we get above there, and I'm not going to have any fear of getting back into it. So the goal was to have a small position here, a medium position here, and then a large position here. Large position is here. Medium is here. Small is here. It's hard to gauge how far that NVIDIA was going to sell, but I definitely want to. I'm not scalping this. I'm trying to get the reversal. So the idea is that I allowed myself a bigger range to grab that dip. Like if it goes, I mean, it's like hundreds of thousands of dollars today. So I'm right. It's multi six-figure win, if I'm right. And I'll hold on till the end of the day. But knowing my luck, I'm probably gonna be wrong. This flip-flopping market has been so hard to sustain any kind of move. I'm gonna stop here. Remember, before the stream, I told you guys this is what I was gonna do. I think it's too early to crash out of this. But all right. All right. Well, we don't get the catalyst active here. So this is a cat active line around the edge of the market falling apart. So this is it. Like this is can cause some acceleration on this downside here. S&P still good. Liquidity pocket monthly hedge pressure could be a support area. So I hope we just don't have another day like those big old crazy flush days we used to have. Come on, just get that failed test on the low. Well, no, this isn't a big bet. This is just like sort of like medium high. Like sort of like the Size of my big bets are 50, so I'm sitting here kind of like in the middle here from essentially the bottom of the range. So this is the bottom of the bull range. If we are flipping back the bullish, if we flip the bullish for a day and we flip the bearish for a day, then I'm just getting chip chopped. I'm gonna sit out for a week, dude. But we should hopefully see something here. This should be fine. Volatility's starting to decay a little bit, which is good. I don't want to see Nasdaq below this purple line. I'm doing a 100K scale to a million challenge, yeah. So the current size of my big bet will be 50. 30 is my medium. 5 is my very small. 10 is my medium small. You know, I'm not going to sit out for a week. I know. Just let me cook, guys. I'd like to be the person that gets the reversal. That would be fantastic. I wish I'd have like 50 can't freaking drawdown there, but could have been all 50K profit on the way up. My cost basis at 28, so that's here. So all I need is this. Come on, S&P, no crashy. Problem is Nvidia is finding lower lows, and that's really dragging this down. That sucks. We're not getting a base in Nvidia. All right, I'm gonna trim out. Man, that sucks. Yeah. I'm stopping here. All right, fuck that. Well, that didn't work. I still have my prop accounts. I could probably trade those later, but man. Boo! I'm gonna let the S&P get to there. Man, that's lame. Hold on, wait 1 second. Yeah. Yeah. I was really excited about the band bounce, man. Reversal. This is just this is a massacre. Yeah, I read this one wrong. Now I kind of regret taking that opening move too. Now S&P's only bounce point down here at 69.08. Let this finish off down there. Nvidia's a bloodbath today. I was kind of excited to see if we were going to get out of the bottom of the range, though. Looks like we're going back down to it. So yeah, so basically like this one was normally when you get a reversal on an event, this bottom band, like where I was trying to trade from, this is exactly where that next, where if the market is bullish, it's bullish in there. So like, see, I just got out of the way and now it's plunging. It could definitely be much worse. So let's let this overshoot just a little bit on S&P down the cat level. And fully overshoot. Giving back just about all of yesterday's gains and then some. Gold is continuing to collapse. Bitcoin's continuing to collapse. S&P fell in the lower DD band. I can try one more trade from here on the reclaim on this. Well, this is Crash City right here. Oh, dude, 100%. Well, I mean, it's all part of it there, right? I mean, the whole goal is to take the big plays to try to push it there, but fix it straight up since the open. Yeah, it has been. It's been pushing really quick. I don't think we got to play anymore from here. But yeah, I got out of the way. 100. It's another 100 points lower. I get out on that one. Yeah. So my overall play was this is all your bull support here and there's nothing else left. That's kind of as much as I wanted to be short off of that NVIDIA play. I didn't think we were going to get it today. Kind of a cliche, but now you know the market's true feeling of this. I did swing it hard, but ain't no way going to catch this one. Let me find some lower supports on NVIDIA and see if there's anything I can play with. MHP 187.5, okay. $905. Can I take out a personal loan? Oh, that's funny. I tell you, man, every time I've taken a bigger swing, I've gotten unlucky. This chop out market has been like kind of like my least my least fun time trading, especially on stream. Let's see if we got any kind of support to look at. I don't think we have anything. This is too dangerous to play on, but I think that this, it'd be funny. This one probably, like I said, as much as I want to feel like it's gonna collapse, I bet y'all anything, dude. And I'm gonna keep trying at it. Anything in here, somewhere in here, we end up here today. Watch, just watch. Somewhere in there, it's gonna hook. So just done flushing everybody out after NVIDIA. We'll see if they're the real traders are sticking around anywhere. There is some kind of support inside of here too. That's basically the last place. Nasdaq has your last support is there. Cat is fully active though. Am I ready for expedition? So I only have 300. I only have 3 million right now, and you need 4.5 million to get the to get all the points. So I have to grind out like 1.5 million more. I didn't know I needed to do that. So somebody told me that I only needed 3 million. So one of y'all was telling me that, but I have to get the previous expeditions points too. So I got to do another 1.5. So I got like, it's 3 million to get the 5 skill points, but for the additional previous, it's 600,000 per point, but to get the previous expedition, you need 1.5 million more. So 4.5 total. Darb is starting to pick up a little bit. don't want to get in the way of this. Not this hour. Let's let Europe close and then figure it out from there. Go to Bird City, easy money. I think that's the way to do it. Yeah. But hey, market's crashing. You take a loss, just make it up the next week, so we'll be fine. Just hate, dude. I hate that I've been chopped so much in this damn competition. I'm just spinning my wheels. I mean, I'm still growing the account, still making money, but man, it's like, it's been tough. All right, so this is it. This is the play. There is one. Let's keep it light though, because we are rational. So we can play at the pocket. And then when we reclaim, I'll build heavier if it does reclaim. All right, negative ARB. Right here at the pocket. Let's see if I can get something here. This is the final support if there ever was one. In this market, that's it. Do I want to risk it? At the pocket? Media earnings overreaction. Do we get a pocket support bounce here? I'll risk another 15K on this one. I'd hate to miss out on nice liquidity pocket bounce. Let's work our way back slowly but surely. Cat is active, trading small, not putting big risk. The flush potential is pretty high. This is just like a strong overreaction to Nvidia, or is this a sentiment change? So question is does this support in here? I'm gonna try it one more time. I took my stop there. We let it fall another 200 points, and I'm gonna try one more time. I feel like my data, wait. My data on Rocket Scooter is behind. Hold on, let me refresh the platform. My data is lagging behind the candles. I think some is moving a little faster than my Rocket Scooter. My data feeds are 920, 928. Oh no, Thinkorswim is behind. Something is like, the data is like all, look, it's all different values. Look at this. They're not exactly, they weren't matching up for a hot second there. That was interesting. Can't really say, but it felt like it's delayed, just like a little bit of a delay there. I don't know if y'all were noticing that. Right, the bulls are somewhat back in control from here, so I did grab the lower pocket. 68.96 is gonna be the first resistance though, so we'll see what happens there. Let me go work this way out. This one, there's gonna be strong resistance there, so just one more leg up on that would be nice. God, man, Nvidia just died today. 160, 186. Brutal. Now comes the question, how does Wall Street really feel? Even no bounce on the pocket there. Yeah, for a hot minute, Thinkorswim's data was like kind of choking a little bit. So is it like there's like a delay? So it was like ticking. The candles weren't matching up on the tick chart with what the candles were saying on the actual chart on the what the level 1 was actually saying the data was. Out of sync. Pocket, come on, let's hang on to it. It was nice to see a little bit of hook there, but man, this is a falling knife if there ever was one. But I gotta take the stab at every single pocket. It's kind of the let's get a run to 240. Problem is, when you break through the yellow line, it creates a really strong resistance. So it's going to be a fight to get back up. And then if I get to the same area, like I'll have that same position if we get to the same area. Like I'm only going to take 30 contracts from there. I'll probably scalp 10 or so on the way up. So we have fight back day, so hopefully this hangs in there. There is blood on the streets tonight, that's for sure. So below purple line, be very careful. The volatility can go out of control. It's going to get a lot choppier and a lot crazier. So I'm not putting a lot of heat on this one, but this is a like last attempt. Reversal is from there. All right, gold is starting to hold. Bitcoin's starting to hold. Now let's dig our way back. We've been so bearish lately. What's the change of heart? Monday's data and yesterday's data was strongly bullish. Yeah. Wall Street's positionally, things are good. Like everything turned around the last couple of days. Yeah, I'm just early to the bull side. $69.27. Bear zone top S&P 69.27. Remember that. Let me mark it on the chart really quick here. I mean, we could still be in that sort of flush mode, but I didn't think it was going to happen so quick. That did surprise me today. I thought we were gonna like trap some longs, and then dump, but that's just me getting that wrong. See where Nasdaq is zone at. Okay. So we have 24. Dang, that's way up there. As it's got a lot of crawl back that it has to do to get back to the good graces of bigger market. I don't know if Nasdaq can do it. S&P's is much sooner. So S&P's overall bull market is here. If we reclaim this, we're bullish for the week. So that's a really far stretch though. So Nasdaq is way up there. Nasdaq is even much higher relative. So it's tough. So like I said, we were bull territory, we thrusted back into bear. So it's just been like flip-flop city. We lost some soldiers in the battlefield today. Yeah. Let's see how we pan out to finish out the hour. Dude, those hourly candles are just sick. Pretty sick. Nvidia earning exit liquidity. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Do I want to build around here though? How confident am I that this is just a liquidity event rather than a sentiment change? Well, if I'm wrong from the right place. That's all that matters. I'm still betting on a liquidity event. The last attempt is that this makes its way here and works its way above here. If we're back to there, then we're good. We're good for the day. So we'll see. I've been waiting for some big dips. Why? We haven't just gotten like that. Like they haven't had that big event, right? This is the event of the season though. And gold is actually starting to rally from here. Just keep that in mind. This is another thing too. After that flush, gold is picking up some heat. So that's good. Picking up some steam there. Is this just an event? And are we back up to here by the end of the day? We'll see. We'll see. Play that song? Oh man. I gotta manifest that shit. Oh, Monday was good. Monday was bull signal. Wednesday was bull signal. So I don't know how to think about that. Yeah. $16 out of 8, 16 out of like the last 17 days, Nasdaq has hit this particular high and sold off. Before this one, this 900 level. Now, in the last couple months, it's been the 400 level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's become a cliche to short Nasdaq at 400 the last month, but let's see if we overcome this. Like if this is, like if today we're back up here. Like honestly, I think it's very possible. Let's work some of it back. What do we think? One of those stupid days we reverse all the way back to the top? Or am I just being a little overly hopeful? What do y'all think? I write my 12 contracts back to the glory. Back to glory. Oh my god. Nuts. Every single time is every single time. I don't care how much I've drawn down. I don't care how much, you know, the market is. I gotta stay on the statistical side of things. I gotta make the right trade at the right time. But at least I stopped out of my 30 contracts there at 120. And now I'm 200 points lower. Now I'm gonna play. All right, let's play Wall Street. Y'all wanna play the game? I'll play the game with you. Let's work our way back. Come on, at least get the yellow line. That's the first place. Again, when Catalyst is active, I'm a little hesitant putting a big position on the table. But let's see if I can cook. Let's see if I can cook this stew. Mush, mush. How am I feeling? I'm feeling pretty all right, but now we have yellow line here on S&P. That's what I drew a second ago. That 96 is that next resistance there. So watch those things speed up. We'll see. Knocking that loss a little bit. Took a week of gains. So basically 2 weeks ago, I made 100,000. Last week I made 100,000. This week I'm down 100,000. Kind of sucks. I had mostly a flat week without like really doing too much. Back to 96. Technically speaking, I should close here to be smart, but let's be less smart and just hold on to it. Let's bet that this is an event rather than a sell-off. PPI tomorrow? Yeah, probably. All right, maybe. Let's see how well the snapback is here. Don't break my rule. Well, the rule is I want to bet that the market's bullish. We get to 163. Even at 163, these 12 contracts will make me 60. I'll be 20. If we get up to cat active line, 12 contracts will put me 20K in the hole right here. Work it back a little bit. 10,000 out of 10,000 out of 10 times I break even. Yeah, 100%. Takes them off at least. It's somewhat like, honestly, I think we get another. I think we at least test the cat active line. I think we go straight to it. That's the real question, that we hit this. Arbitrage is negative, but only -6. This is a fight, dude. And again, when it breaks, it's gonna be swift. So it's gonna try to resist here at 96. You guys know how the yellow line thing is. It's gonna be really strong. So, really strong resistance. It's more just like it's gonna like that. If it goes, it goes like that. There's gonna be no evidence that it pops. So like basically in this kind of environment, it's being pressed down. If it presses through it, there's gonna be a green candle that just flurries and stops right there. Yeah, just watch. Just watch. There's gonna be no slow play off of yellow. It's gonna just fucking pop. So this, when you decompress that spring, it just goes. So it'll be the rarest thing to see this just slowly sitting there and moving higher. There's extremely strong pressure pushing it down. If it lets go, we'll jump 100 points on NASDAQ in about a minute or two. So see what happens, watch. These yellow line reclaims are fantastically explosive. That's why I'm kind of like, well, let me just hold through it. I got nothing to lose other than the profit I've made. So watch if it pops. Just watch. 100-point candle in NASDAQ. Just watch. If it happens, right? There's no evidence that it will, but if it does, it's another 100. About to have a heart attack today. It's kind of freaking price action being crazy again. Strong ass resistance. When you get these margin buffer limit pivots, it is a very strong pressure. The reclaim is always violent. Reclaim is violent. So now this is where the coin flip comes in. What do you believe? What's the greater market telling you? The reclaim is violent. When I mean violent, it's gonna be violent, and it can go very quick. Just watch. Watch that volatility. Just watch it go. Watch it go. 847 level, bro. You said that this morning. I remember you said that. Low volume reclaim, cool, with very low arbitrage, which means that the stocks are actually picking up a buy here. Gold is actually rallying to morning highs, by the way. This could reverse all the way back to the top. At least with gold, 5,200 already reclaimed today. Holy shit. Gold. What are we talking about here? Going to 52? Yo. What in the world? And Bitcoin is still down, but still picking up some run here. Well, I tell you about NASDAQ, it can move 100 points in a couple minutes of time. Those reclaims are violent. Or touch the cat active line in DD band. I don't know if I want to be long on the reclaim fully through here, but I can take the P&L from here. Catalyst active line 904 test. 34 top on bull zone. That is the play. I should probably be smart and take the profit from here. Cool. Let's work our way back in a second trade on the retrace. I'm gonna lose my cool on this one. $9.49 start in the pocket, or each tap pocket low a second time. Let's let this one do that again, and I'll grab the trade a second time if we hit it. All right, so we tap the cat line from the bottom. I'm going to not do anything else except grab maybe a second reclaim of the same place at 911, or jump back in on DD band reclaim for the long side to the up, and I'll turn this day into a green day. See, like I say, take a loss, don't lose your cool, still work your way back, know what you need to do. All right, and I was, like I said, I was betting big here. All right, let's try it one more time. Right, and again, watch in just a second. The fact that gold's rallying puts some hope in me here. Yeah. Let me update you on my props. What? This one made $400 more. That's funny. It all still the same. I haven't touched anything else over this one right here. I was thinking about like maybe I'll get this in a couple of my props, and I decided to tap it with one and scared myself out of it with 400 bucks. I was like somewhere in here. I think I bought it, went up, came down. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna close it out. Okay, so it does feel like it's gonna move up higher. I think once we get out of the cat active line and reclaim DD with positive band, I'll jump back in slightly heavier. But in this kind of mode, anytime you flush like this, always tell yourself, you should hold a runner. If you believe it's going to go all the way back to the top, I should be holding a runner. I should have used that 12 as my runner, to be honest. But since it's still kind of violent and Nvidia's still on MHP break, I'm going to scalp it. So I'm going to wait for like red candles and then buy, and red candles and buy. The smartest play here, the smartest play is to be long off of pockets only. So an example would be if I want to take another bet to the long side, I should bet the original place where I was long. I should bet on this reclaim here, and this support, and this run back to top. Now with negative resilience, it's still resistance from there. It's very rare to think we would get higher, but if ARB gets to be like positive 10 or 20 or 30, I might take it. So day like this, let's wait, right? Let's let it still play out. Be patient. Remember, I'm good at this. I just got an unlucky swing. So let's see if I can turn this something better. All right. Yeah, stopping out there, better safe than sorry, right? I built an opening position on the run. We fell to pocket. I built another position, and then we lost catalyst. I closed out. Went to pocket, took the first trade, closed out. Gonna wait. Plenty of supports on the way up to take. See if I can get something a little bit better here on the DD band. Now, the times that I had big losses on the stream were reclaim failures. So we got back to band, I would buy, and then I'd take a stop. So, I mean, I'm happy with where I am right now. I mean, I'm still progressing the account, but man. Iran news doesn't really have any weight on my bias, though. There's always, like, in my 16 years of trading, there's always some kind of Middle Eastern country shooting at some Middle Eastern country and threatening us with nuclear war. Every month is someone different. The stock market never cares. From a standpoint of we've been World War III has been a minute away since 1952, you know? Since like McCarthy era communist sympathizing, pointing everybody out, cancel them. We were going to go to World War III with Russia in the 50s, and when Korea War started, we were like, that was going to start World War III. So the Iran news will maybe cause some volatility, but it's always an opportunity rather than a reversal. How am I? I'm in my 40s. Looking young and sexy in my young 40s, baby. Yeah, I asked for IDOC for scrambled eggs yesterday morning and she remembered. Okay, so let's be smart with this one. I am not gonna enter there. No. This might do this again. If we end up in here, I'll take it for the bigger run up. So let's let it find lower lows. It's still unusually violent. Although gold's picking up a pretty solid rip here. So it's showing that people are starting to use this flush as an opportunity, at least for gold though. VIX is pulling back a little bit, which is good. That's what I want to see. We exit cat territory and S&P would be good on a DD band reclaim, which would be nice. Do I want to? This is always disaster, man. On those reclaims, that's such a risky bet. But if I commit, I'm committing for the whole day. So what do I commit on the reclaim? 62 ratio. Do we make it past back into bull territory for the month? Are we bullish, guys? I bet on the cat active reclaim on S&P though. Not a lot there with S&P. So I'll just hold 10 contracts on S&P till the end of the day, and let's scalp some NASDAQ on the way. Okay, I'll commit to it. Now we'll play NASDAQ. We'll scalp it both ways if we need to. Essentially, I'm investing in the S&P right now. I've got an investment. Tomorrow we're at highs. That's my bet. Now let's scalp some NASDAQ along the way. You're bullish back to opening the consolidation? I can feel it. You see how I told you those yellow line reclaims are practically violent? See how quick S&P is to move on it? Yeah. Now with NASDAQ, I think that as far as it's stretching further, that's entirely possible. Here. My S&P, my sort of like overall stop will be at about 75. So this is for the bigger play. S&P, let's just hold on till the end of the day. So I took the scalp up in NASDAQ with 12, and then I'm back in 10 on S&P, which is roughly equivalent to like 5 NASDAQ. It's not a lot. Side consolidation is pretty solid. Like, do I just... Somebody said affiliate sales definitely went up. Oh, is that a joke that's saying that when people blow up accounts, affiliate sales go up? Very clever. 7 out of 10 times, the trades that I've been doing and normal trending markets up, normal trending markets down would have had adequate play and bounces at certain levels. Since December, we have just been in this enormous, like, almost unfair. It's been really hard for me with all the experience I have trading. It's been tough. I mean, I'm growing the account. Let's not forget about that. But it's not been easy. So if you're like, man, I'm having a tough time, don't worry. The guy you're watching on stream is having a tough time too. Since December, this has been the hard. Even though I'm up a couple $100,000, this has been the hardest trading I've ever done from here to here, and almost in my career. This is as hard as it's ever been. This was probably my worst period, and I can't remember, maybe a decade. I don't think I've traded this. My performance wasn't bad, just the loss, like the quickness of the loss. This was so weird. And if you had a tough time in that moment, don't sweat it. So did I. The market was really tricky. And no matter what structure or pivot or thing you did, you just either had to just have some kind of belief that it was going to go up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Like it was, this right here was my worst I think I've had in a very long time. And then things got a little bit better. Like, okay. And then, you know, this end of December, kind of the same thing. Sorry, not end of December. I'm at the wrong place. Middle of December, start of December, kind of like blah. Then middle of January, it kind of got that way again. This and this was like my hardest. No, I'm investing. I got 10 S&P contracts, investing to run back to top. I'm going to scalp some NASDAQ along the way. So I really do think I kind of want to be engaged in NASDAQ too. Like, fuck it. Like, we're going up. Grabbing one of my prop accounts too. All right, I feel it. Why not? If you started trading in December, so like those of you that just like got into trading, right? If you started your trading career here and here, God bless you, sirs and madams. You got a guy that's been doing this for 16 years of his life. And I'm going to tell you, full-time, this is year 11, full-time as a trader. That's the hardest trading in recent memory. This is harder than COVID. This is harder than the flash crash. And I mean, this is just hard in general. So if you were struggling in this environment, oh, don't you worry. We all were. And all of Wall Street was too. So don't feel like you're like, man, my fair value gaps aren't working or whatever. Don't think too hard about it. The market had no structure. Structure was breaking. It would just do one thing and then flip the other way. Do one thing and flip the other way. There's no mass liquidation in Wall Street. Not everybody's not just like selling all their stuff. Like in Wall Street, basically everybody's holding on. We saw that with the Commitment Traders report. Everybody is literally holding on, and just a couple of people are getting squeezed. And so my thought is, whenever you start to see evidence that gold and Bitcoin are picking up some steam, you have your answer of where, you know, Wall Street is. And when gold was selling and Bitcoin was selling, Wall Street was quickly selling because the people that were not holding through it were getting squeezed out. So the thought I have right now is that today might be the day that we're over it. This wick is really good. Like if it continues to die from here though, then it continues to die from here. We want to see VIX consolidate at 2017 and come lower. This is that triple B level. If you are betting on a violent sell-off crash market, then you want to see this turn around. Now we're leading into the last hour in European close, so we'll see what this ends up doing. Do I just want to be like a maverick and say fuck it? Let's bet on the long side. VIX below 2017 will quickly drive that volatility, which should be good. I'd love to see it. Let's not see more downside play. Let's see a whip up. Oy. And that flush was pretty nasty. Nvidia also holding 186, which is not good enough. We need 190 on Nvidia. But at least I'd be happy with the 187.5 as a flush play up. Okay, cool. So this is good. The way it's setting up with this high consolidation with lowering volume, which is a good sign that the market is potentially fighting off that resistance. There is no additional selling pressure. This flush can take me back to there, which is good. Retrace to 100, pick it back up, grab the reclaim, and I'll make 100K today. Let's get it. Only if we break 25. Let's see if we get there. Gold having a little bit of a pullback, just a little bit, yeah. This is it. This is it, guys. And I'm gonna tell you what my luck is. Here's my luck. Ready? It's gonna like do this, and then somebody in Wall Street's like, "Fuck this! I've had enough." So let's just pretend. Let me manifest this. I want this market to crash so bad. Come on, universe, please make it crash on me. Let me do like reverse manifestation. This is coming down, guys. We're finding lower lows. I know it. I'm 100% right. So y'all can clip that too, and then I can say I was right. Oh, I just discovered a genius way to market. Just say one thing and do another thing, and then just clip the one that won. Oh my God. All right, this market's gonna crash today. It's gonna go to lower lows. I nailed it. Now I can make a YouTube short that just says I nailed it. The universe is not a person. This is true. The universe is a simulation inside of a computer built by a person or a bunch of people who also live in a simulation built by a bunch of people. Human beings are the greatest experiment in the history of the universe in nanotechnology, though. Have you seen what goes on inside of all of this? It's fascinating. Whatever scientists whipped this up in a lab, they were pretty smart. They probably used PlayStation 3s to do folding at home to come up with it. They're sitting, yeah, you know, they had PlayStation 3s in the earlier metaverse. When they weren't playing Halo 3 in an alternate reality, they were folding proteins, and then they came up with humans folding at home. Did you do it? How many people folded at home? Use that bar replay to prove you made back 50K. Oh, there you go. That actually works too, right? All you have to do is long the market and then say, come on, market, go down. And you can't lose. You could just film, you could just clip whichever part. Did you call it right? Did you nail it? Or did you make the profit? It's Guru 101, guys. That's the trick. That's the way to do it. I don't like that this is not moving past DD band reclaim, though. We want to get this to go higher. CAD active on S&P, maybe holding in there. VIX is below 2017, which is good. That's the level we need it to be below. Is this where shorts get squeezed, or is this where longs decide I'm done with this market? I am dumping. Everybody in Wall Street has been holding on. Have they been holding on for Nvidia? And then this is the day that they're like, no, thank you. We're done. You think good entry for higher price, wait for retest in bull zone area? Yeah, that's why I only have like 9 contracts. It's not even, I had 12 on the way up. So I'm basically in a smaller, it's like I'm holding through that. When I closed 112, then I got back in on 9. But then for S&P, like I said, I'm believing that it's going to go. So I got 10 contracts just to ride. I'll hold that till the end of the day. You also have to Photoshop arrow where you get in and get out. Oh, that's right. I forgot to do that. This feels like to blow everyone up, go long, to retrace all the way up. Bro, I feel it. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to miss out. Okay, and let's see if I can turn the stay green. You know, we'll see. I'm not betting on it. And also don't ever say what I said. That is the dumbest, newbiest thing to ever say. I hope I turn the stay green. Don't try to quantify red, green like it means anything. Just trade your pivots. Don't ever say, I want to make it back. Don't ever make it back. Once it's gone, it's gone. Don't ever say, I want this to be green. That's arbitrary. Get what the market gives you and be okay with it. Don't try to make anything happen. Okay. So our first giveaway today. You guys know the drill. We always start with ETF. Smash that like button, by the way. A couple of announcements. Right now, we are doing a giveaway at the end of March. We are no longer working with a certain trailing drawdown company named Apex. All right. And so if you guys want to support Rocket Scooter and you want a trailing drawdown equivalent account that ranks so much higher on our prop ranking website, Apex ranks as the most difficult and lowest value of all the firms as far as difficulty goes. And Take Profit ranks as one of the highest on the entire list of all firms. Take Profit giveaway. You spend $1,000 between now and the end of March on evals, resets, whatever, and you can prove it using our code. I don't think resets counts though. Just evals. I'll have to double check on that. But you spend $1,000 total with that firm. We'll do a giveaway at the end of the month. And that giveaway at the end of the month will be for up to 5 Rocket Scooter lifetime memberships. So it's a $4,000 prize. If you guys are using trailing drawdown accounts and you want to trade a company that doesn't deny payouts and all that stuff, TPT is the way to go. Come on, let's get that fight here. So I think it's like sort of like sitting here. Cat active is, again, violent to the downside. So you can be very careful on the edge here. So like I said, if you are like, I like to trade accounts that just trailing drawdowns my thing. Take Profit is the best in the business. And so we're doing a giveaway to support our partners. It's funny how it looks like it's consolidating in a really tight, flat range. But this is up and down 40 points. As crazy as it is by scale, I shouldn't be zoomed all the way out because you can't really see the magnitude of this. These are 40-point candles. So every minute we're up and down 40 points. What do y'all think? Back up to the top? Man, oh man. JP Morgan data shows U.S. retail investors support a record of $48 billion in equities in February 2026. You can see on the Commitment of Traders and Futures report, nobody's selling. They're just holding through this. All right, guys, that's the weirdest thing. There's just not enough people like buying like all at once. It's like everybody's just kind of like pecking at it and holding on. I don't like that it has not exploded off the yellow line as much as I wanted it to. I thought it would kind of explode a little higher, but we'll see. I do like the fact that it's consolidating at higher highs with Darb being close to 0. That's good. It means stocks are picking up a bit and people are buying some stock, which is pretty decent, but I don't know. Maybe Nvidia still kind of fighting there. You would expect a bigger play off of this move here. So let me reiterate, if you guys are supporting us and supporting what we do, supporting transparency, certain firms didn't like polls that I put out there asking if they're a scam and they don't like that, well, you don't buy my silence. I can say what I want. I had my suspicions. But if you do like trailing drawdown accounts, TBT is the best out there. Feel free to support them. We have no complaints about them in our community. The public seems to like them. And so if you use our code with TPT, the rule is use Rocket Scooter code with TPT. What you spend between now and the end of the month, you can enter a raffle. If you spend $1,000, enter a raffle for a $4,000 prize. We get about 5 of those. We want everybody that has never used TPT before and you use other trailing drawdown accounts to try it out. On my recommendation, I think it's fantastic. I've been trading them. I like them. Hey, what's up? Buddy, babe. What you up to? What are you bringing me?
What? These nuts.
What?
Bring these nuts and vitamin C with the.
She literally brought me these nuts. Where did you get these nuts from?
Downstairs. You left these nuts everywhere.
Oh, these are from the party.
Yeah. Don't reveal how long it's been.
These are old fucking nuts.
But they're good. You love them.
They're like chocolate coated.
And then get your vitamin C. And I heard that your throat was fun.
I feel like it feels like allergies kind of. Yeah. Don't look at the screen.
Oh.
It's a fight day. That's somebody's salary. Check out. What's up, boy? Oh, thanks. I am feeling kind of better. Thank you. It should be moving further than this. I'm sort of like I'm gonna close out the Nasdaq portion of it and just let the S&P run.
Will this help?
The whoosh fan. Oh my god. I cut out the Nasdaq scalp. I'm probably early on that, but I don't feel. Oh, now ARB goes positive. What the heck? Okay. I didn't like the minute I closed out. Shit, like the minute I closed out, whatever. I still got the S&P though. You should be good. All right. Look at me. My S&P investment. Doing the Lord's work. Again, I wasn't feeling it. I'm not gonna lie. Now I got positive, okay. Wait, there's a Knife Catchers Anonymous for Christmas? Oh, okay, wait. Oh, that's that song. Hold on, wait. I want to play that one. Let's do all right, guys. The fact that it didn't move faster is what's kind of making me feel a little worried about it. We might actually get another. Is only 350 people enter? Yeah. You guys got to type in ETF. A lot of times people just leave, it on and they go to work. So they're not paying attention to it. Like, I would say like 75% of this community probably works. When they leave the stream on, like in the background while they're doing stuff, and they just peek at it. So that's good for you because maybe like half the people are entering the drawing. Give you guys a couple more minutes for it. S&P DD reclaim. Do I want to be ballsy on this? Let's invest in 16 instead of 10. So 69.40 will put us about 25 up. We'll be 50 in the hole if we go to there on S&P. Nasdaq, I still really want to make sure that I'm cautious about it. DD reclaim is always good. Yeah, interesting how it hasn't really squeezed hard yet. This was sort of like kind of making me say, okay, let me try one more time at lower lows, but I should get that down to 70. Let's work it back. You guys ever get to see me scalp and day trade? How would you guys describe, before I do the drawing, how would you describe my emotional composure, take and draw down? Even though it was big, I did bet big, right? How would you describe the way I played it? Would you say that, like, I kept my focus, I kept my cool, I didn't like freak out and not know what to do? Like, I basically kind of like, I knew what my loss could be, I knew what I set up to do. I didn't like do dumb stuff. I just bet big, and the only reason I didn't bet stupid, I bet big, and then that's just big bet, big loss. Then I waited, then I waited, then I waited, then I tried one more time with my next spot. All right. You were screaming, you scream internally? Lucid is really good. Lucid's one of the best accounts out there. All right, gonna spin the wheel, baby, for ETF. Yo, I think we're gonna go back up. Maybe I shouldn't have wussed out on the Nasdaq one. Let's like it. I just don't think I'm gonna get the. CAD is still active on Nasdaq. You guys gotta be very careful here. That's the one thing too. It's be hard to believe that we make our way up there very cleanly. So right now there's gonna be a retest. Soldier. So right now Nasdaq needs to connect with this. So this is possible. It's gonna, you see where it's consolidating? It's now volatile around this consolidation here. So allow it to expand and contract, and then it pushes up. So the first expansion, which is like a downside play to here, and then it contracts. We have expansion, contraction, I'm in. Just wait for it. You'll see it, watch. This is the first consolidation break. Let the volatility try to trick people. And again, if we're selling off, then we sell off and then I'm wrong. So we'll see, but let me let it hit here. I'll jump right back in. Congrats, soldier. All right. I'm going to do something a little different. As I said, we haven't really done a lot of TPT giveaways. Let me see what I have left. Hold on. I know we might have some. I'll have to maybe switch up the order. We have 150K TPT to give away. I'm going to do that one today. I'm supposed to do it tomorrow, but I'm going to give it away today instead. Again, we're going to talk about how TPT is the best, highest ranked on our prop firm scoring site so far. We haven't put everybody in yet, but at least for the bigs, nothing's better than TPT. It's actual. Let me read you guys some of the scoring details. So on a scale of 1 to 10, let me play this song really quick. Hey, what's up, DJen? Welcome to the club, my man. So let me just share with you guys. Our scoring system, at least for overall score, we give what a 0. Something that ranks an absolute 0 starts at 5. Our score model goes from 5 to 10. That way, nobody feels bad that their prop firm is a 0, but in reality 5 is 0, and it moves like this. Okay, and 8 is that inflection point. Anything between 5 and 8 is absolute trash. That's it. Anything between 8 and 10 is great. So it basically the scale goes like this. Oh yeah, type in TPT. Hold on really quick. I didn't put it in here. So let me explain what the exponential scoring model does. Boogie in the bull zone. There's that first expansion of volatility there. We'll watch this play out. Give me like one more red candle to there. So basically anything that's like 5, 6, 7, 8. Anything between 5 and 8 is pretty much trash. Anything between 8 and 10 is considered good. So like 8, I would say that like this is an F, this is a D, 10 being S tier, right? S tier is the best. like 9.75 is A. So it's exponential. So it's very little change at the top. Say like this is S, this is A. Like 9 is B. Well, I actually maybe like 9 point. Actually, no, more like 9 point. Maybe 9.2 is B. Maybe like 8.5 is C. It's kind of like this, right? The major differences with the good firms, you're going to be looking between like 8 and 10. Anything between 5 and 8 is going to be kind of garbage. So low 8s is like average. Just depends on the overall score, and then anything 8 and higher is going to be considered good. And anything 9 and higher is going to be considered fantastic. Anything high 9s is considered God tier. And so like, as far as it goes, the same score is the same sort of thing when it comes to difficulty. It's the same sort of ranking scale. Something that is low 5s on difficulty. Let me show you. It's the same thing. So on the scale here, what these firms are, this is Funded Next. So Funded Next is here. This is TPT is here. Apex is here. And then Phidias is here. This is not all of Phidias, just a couple of them. So Funded Next is 5 on difficulty. Difficulty you want to be low. It's the other way around. Anything between like 5 and 8 is considered great difficulty. Anything above 8 to 10 is considered a guaranteed loss. You're basically getting scammed. And I know we're going to make a lot of fucking people upset in the prop space by saying this, but every single one of Apex's accounts, with the exception of their static, is a high 8. It means you are designed to lose by the math of that account. 8 is the base of greatness. Or 8 is where acceleration takes off on the scale. So when you want like a score that's ranking value, anything above 8 is good. When you're looking at a score of difficulty, anything above 8 is trash. I mean like trash. Like don't even touch it. The way the scale is designed is it's exponential, so it starts to move like this. So what it really does is separate the good ones. So something between like the distance between like a 9.2 and a 9.5 is a prop firm that's just slightly better than the next one. But to go like from an 8 to an 8.5, you need to be tremendous amount of rules. So it's not linear. It's designed to take the bad ones and squish them down near the bottom and take the good ones that are neck and neck and really stretch them out. Do you understand why I do that ruling system, everybody? The best firms are all pretty much exactly the same with slight differences. So we need to exaggerate the top end of the curve to really highlight those differences. But all the dog shit, it's pretty much dog shit. It's very easy to identify. We squish all the bad ones together. Does everyone understand what that means? So when you got like TPT and My Funded Futures, if one is ranked like a 9.6 and one is ranked by a 9.3, they're almost identical. So that's the point of that. Okay. Anyways, Apex is all of their difficulties are 8 and higher. Off the chart difficulty. It's designed to take your money. It's not designed to reward you as a trader. And they didn't like that I said that. I don't fucking care. That's the numbers. The numbers are what they are. People don't like you showing what the numbers are. But anyways, TPT ranks as one of the lowest difficulties of all of them. They rank between 5 and 6, which is fantastic where you want to be. Anything below 8 on difficulty, thumbs up. So that's another reason why TPT ranks so well, because their difficulty is not that hard. It's end of the day drawdown on the eval side. That's a big part of that difficulty score. So somebody said, Lilish said, that's you. That is you. You designed exponential curve to capture slight difference of the top players. That's smart. Yeah, that's the point. So I'll have to explain that in the like how this works section of the website. Is that you can't just think that because you're like a 9.8 versus a 9.2 that you're infinitely better than them. You're slightly better at that end of the scale. But it really like, because when you look at the distribution of prop firms, there's the bell curve is weird. Like the majority of prop firms are just sort of like really bad. And then you kind of get like a lot of firms that are really good. So to do like, if this was like the level of how good they are, There's a lot of volume of really bad, and there's not a lot of volume of just sort of in the middle, and there's a lot of volume of really good. So because there's not like such thing as an average firm, firms are either good or shit. There's no in the middle. There's nobody that's kind of like mediocre. There's just a bunch of dog shit and there's a bunch of great firms. So because of that, we need to exaggerate the differences here and then take everything here and then squish it down. So because of that, I created an exponential scoring model that basically just scores them like this. And so 8's the cutoff. Anything above 8 difficulty, we're gonna, I mean, forget it. You can say whatever, you're getting scammed. Okay. TBT, 150K, let's go. Scoring system will be released to alpha testing next week. Alpha testers from our company. Add a color scheme to the scoring system. Yeah, so there's like a let me load you guys up the staging site. Hold on. Show some of the cool nuances of it. So I hate, you know, I hate the idea that we're gonna blow the lid on the industry, but whatever. Did I say hate? I meant to say I love. Other people are gonna hate the idea. I love the idea. All right, that's Cito. Congratulations, man. You are the winner of TBT 150K. Congratulations. All right, the 2 winners. Giveaway's over. Stop typing if you don't mind. Giveaway being over right now. 2 of you that won, I need you to go to my Discord. In my Discord, I need you to go to... Hold on. Drag this off the screen really quick. I'll do the reveal too early. There is a color code. I don't see it right here, but there is a color code for the score. It's like, I think he chose like a green, yellow, and red as far as scoring goes. So green would be good. But yeah, they're doing some changes on the site itself, graphically. Oh, let me make this something for him too. Hold on. But overall. Okay, so go to my Discord, go to the contest channel in the Discord, message an admin named Slacks, send him a screenshot of your YouTube ID, and he'll hook you up with your account. So go to that contest channel, you winners. I think of Perdia Capital. I hear decent things about it. I don't hear anything bad. I haven't ranked them yet, so I'm not sure how they actually line up. But I've never heard of anybody talking about it, and Jonah, the guy that made it, is pretty... he's got a pretty good reputation on socials, so, you know, he's definitely liked by a lot of people. I don't really know. I've never really spoken with him other than casually on Twitter. Hold on, overall. Hang on, let me send this note to my guy here. Okay. Here's a little key sort of, I'll give you guys a little glance at it. This is the early stage, so it's going to change. This is fake data, so this is just input in for testing. This is not my funded futures real score. But let me show you guys what one of the product like comparison cards will look like. This is basically, hold on. I spun 2x and Soxy said you only had one. No, one was ETF. The first giveaway was ETF. Oh shit, I didn't spin it twice. Well, maybe somebody didn't claim and I spun it twice. Give them the third account then. Give the third person the My Funded Futures account, Andrew. I thought they didn't claim, but they showed up later. Just give them the third thing I was supposed to give away. Give them the Lightning account. Or the My Funded Futures, just pick one. You know what? Actually, Andrew, hey, give TPT to both of them, and then just because we're at the end of the month, we'll just get our re-up with TPT later. When you talk to the people at TPT, tell them just to carry it out from next month's balance, or just to charge it to my wallet or something. I'll pay for it. We might have more. Yeah, that's what I'll check on that today. Yeah, so if I gave out one too many, I'll just buy it for you. It's like 400 bucks or something. Whatevs. Okay, so anyways, all right, you guys want to check out on screen here. Yeah, Perdea seems good as like what I've heard about. All right, so everybody check this out. Pretty cool, right? So this is one of the main things where you can actually compare your firms. So there's a difficulty score. There's a price per time in market score. There's an ROI value score. This is your pure return on investment against the money spent. Past the expected failure rate. This is the DPT drawdown per price. This is a traditional metric that a lot of people use. But I mean, your prop ranking sites out there, it's about as far as they go. This is how big of the account you get for what you pay. So if you want like the fattest drawdown for the price because you like to trade big swings or whatever, then high DPP is what you're going for. Price per time in market. If you have emotional instability and you can't stay in trades long and you want to pass as quick as possible for the cheapest price ever, that metric is there as well. So these are going to be two of your shopping metrics that are very important. You're like, man, I just want to pass in one day. Then you're gonna have a high PPT. Difficulty is you're like, man, I just can't pass in general. I'm failing left and right. Well, how high is the difficulty? And you might be like, I'm a good trader and I want to get the best bang for my buck overall. Return on investment. It doesn't matter how hard it is because I'm good. It doesn't matter how many days. It doesn't bother me emotionally. It doesn't matter how big the account is. I'll figure it out. The ROI in general is the way to go. And then you also want to know, do they actually pay out or is this firm actually dog shit? Review score. Not only are we creating an aggregate score from our own website's reviews, but we're also parsing data from a bunch of other review sites like Trustpilot and stuff. So you'll have all this information there and you have an overall score. Whatever it is will be at the top left. If you just want to know which firm has the bigger dick, the overall score is it. The overall score uses metrics from all four of these. It's not like an average. It's a larger equation that factors in all of this, plus all the rules, plus all the hidden rules, plus the other things. Can you flip the account? Can you news trade? All of that's built in the overall score. I'm sorry, I circled the wrong thing. Except for reviews. This is the non-subjective part. The only subjective part is the review score. So this is like basically how hard is it to pass? How long do I have to stay in the market because I get really squeamish and I have a hard time trading because I have bad emotions? I want a bigger account because I like to take bigger swings. I want to hold for more drawdown. This is, I'm pretty good as a trader. What's the best bang for my buck? This is overall, which firm is the best value, period, non-subjective. And then you're like, will they actually pay me out? Well, there's your answer there. So hopefully and you can see restricted countries, everything. We've got all that in there. So this is just this is like the surface level card. If you go click on this, it goes deeper and shows you all that information. What do you guys think so far about kind of the look and feel of it? This graphic is a little weird. It's a little clunky looking, and we're having a huge graphical update, and the colors are slightly off. But this is a pentagon, and this is supposed to be like a 5-point star with some graphic on it. It looks a little weird. This is like beta, so this just kind of looks funny. But do y'all like at least kind of what it's asking? And then when we do the alpha and we do the beta, it's to kind of like get you guys to look at other potential factors that are important to you. But as far as shopping decisions go, this answers all the questions that maybe you'll have about a prop firm. And the other thing, like the overall score, also factors in the current deal, the prop firm, and the price. So an example is if Top Step's having a sale today, or Take Profit's having a sale today, and My Fund is having a sale, which one's better? You'll compare the ultimate score at that moment in time. So the overall scores will all change when a prop firm has a sale. Like price per time in market, price per drawdown, ROI, all of that will change based on the current cost of the account. Yeah, I think good design. Thank you. An icon that hovers over each scoring metric. Yeah, I think that's important. I put in a sort of request. Here's the liquidity the volatility expansion real quick, guys. Here's the cat active test. I put in a request for us to have some kind of tooltip or explanation, which should be very important. To like teach on the fly what each one of them means. Yeah, you're 100% right to educate the customer. I agree. Best way to pass trailing drawdowns are base hits. Like basically, a base hit would be you get in and get out. Whatever your stop is, say like 40 points on NASDAQ, go for 40 point scalps. Go for as many one-to-one trades as you can from different places. You don't want to hold for a run and then take drawdown and then ultimately be right, but you lost the account. Does FundedX Rapid have a consistency in sim funded? It is 40. No. The Rapid, 40% on the eval. No consistency on the funded, I don't believe. Let me double check on that. I don't trade the Rapids. It's been a while. On the funded side, do you guys know the answer to that? Consistency is 40% when funded. Yeah, so it's 40% when funded on Rapid, but there's no consistency on the eval side. There it is. So yeah, so no consistency eval, 40% when funded. Here's the test. Do I go for it? That's the expansion test. Do we go for it? Are we reversing or are we doomed? This is the question that we ask. All right, I'll go for it. Come on, just give us the big green candle. Give it to me, baby. So, as far as like scoring goes and the math part, don't even think about design. What do you guys think about it so far? I give y'all a little teaser there. What do you guys think about? Is this gonna be a disruptor to the space? Stop loss 960. I'm gonna build inside of here. Yeah, recent pop was just a short squeeze. Now the question is, are we basing out for a reversal or not? I'll need Secret Service like RFK. No prop firm deal, anything, new rule change, ninja rule change will be on top of it. So like we have people that'll be on top of everything. Every change that comes out, the moment it comes out, we'll rescore the website. And you'll have alerts like, you know, new account, you know, release, blah, 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 you know, score incoming. I know. Well, I'm not looking at the chart pattern to tell me what I think the market's going to do. I'm betting on my belief system of the overall market. I've been in this mode since, you know, the last month or two that the market's been flushing every high. The question becomes, is that over today? Nvidia was the last thing in the way. There's nothing else coming down the pipeline. That's the last of the good news, bad news, whatever news. Where are we today? That's the question. So the site will be live for the alpha next. So sorry, the site will be alpha, which basically means invite only testing from our employees, from our moderators, from our admins. And we'll pull some of you like trustworthy sources that really want to do the work to help us tailor it from the from the community. We'll pull like maybe 5 or 10 people for the alpha. We'll go through it. We'll add all the features we want. We'll change up whatever we don't like. We'll really, really, really work on it. And then as soon as we polish that up after a week or so, then we'll release to closed beta a following week after and let our community inside of Discord play with it for a week, give us feedback. We change it up. Then we do open beta. That's for you guys on the stream. I'll start posting a link on the stream, let you guys make accounts and all that. And open beta is just it's not going to be, anyone can do it as long as you have the link, but we won't be advertising it yet. And then once we sign off on that, then we'll run it to the public. As long as you don't need like another round of beta. Will there be a log of rule changes per company? Deriv, yes, there will be. That's one of the most important things. You ever look at your credit score app? You ever go to Experian? So I designed it after Experian. I kind of like took a page from their book. You go to your credit score app, right? And you have this thing at the top. I know a bunch of you gambling degens have like 600 credit score. And it's like, you know, you're going to see something like this, like that, like this. And it'll say like January, February, March, April. And then you mouse over each one of them. And when you mouse over this one, you get text like this is what's the good, this is what's the bad. And it tells you like what's going on. So you'll have dates like prop firm score went up this state and went down the state, went up the state. And then you can see why. If the score does this and this and this and this over time, then you know something's bad. So you'll be able to see if like the marketing is truthful or not. Hey guys, brand new account, brand new rules. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Yeah, why the score worse? Right? There's some ninja hidden rule they didn't tell you about. And so that's basically going to be what the whole purpose of that is. What if the prop decides to not list on your website? They don't get to choose. We take the data from their own website. There's nothing they can do to stop us. I'm sure the top 10 or 15 firms will love us to death and the bottom 35 will hate us. But doesn't matter. So we scrape the data from their own website. And if a firm decides not to list on our website, that would be suicide for that firm. They would die. Because why else would you not do it? You're just testifying how bad you are. You know what I mean? What if prop changes some rule? Right, so every prop firm is managed by somebody in our company. So like we have employees whose job is to know everything about that prop firm. So a certain employee will have like a couple of prop firms under their belt. They'll be talking to him every single day. The minute the rule changes, we're updating our stuff. So it's all going to be done daily in manual. All right, so come on, baby. Can we get the flip? Can they even make you not list them? They can't. How can they prevent us by it is fully one? Yeah. So the question is, could they stop you? No, they can't. It's fully allowed legally to review a business. You can't disallow somebody's freedom of speech. You can try, But according to my lawyers, there's nothing anybody can do. They can try to be mean, but what's the worst they can do? Tell you, hey, you're not allowed to review us in public. How dare you? You can try to file copyright strikes. Hey, you're using our branding, blah, blah, blah. They can't stop somebody from reviewing your product. It's all public info. Yeah. We're only sharing publicly available info. Nothing beyond that scope. So. All right, this is that volatility expansion. So let's hope that we get something from here. Like I said, I want to engage in case something better happens, but I don't know. A little craziness here. We're not getting the reversal. S&P's back to being cat active. I don't want to see that. I try to get NASDAQ right here at the bottom. I don't know if we're getting it, man. It was a good run, though. It was a good attempt. I was getting a little hesitant on this right here because it wasn't pushing as fast as you'd want it to on yellow line reclaim. Usually it's an explosion, so. See if it happens one more time. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to change the game, close the shops of bad props. Yeah, I hope so. A bunch of affiliates are going to get like a lot of affiliates that sell these bad props, like fast tracks and stuff that go under. You're going to know how bad they are before they go under. You know, there's no more trust me, bro, of, hey, this is the best one. This is the best one. I love it. Everyone out there is pitching you the one that pays them the most. These prop kids are getting $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month salaries, $50,000 a month to talk about the firms they like. We'll be able to see through all that noise. The truth hurts, man. Apex was the first casualty. That's fine. Nobody's ever put together a comprehensive ranking of the props' actual statistics. It's all favoritism out there. It's all biased based on who gets the biggest paycheck, you know? I don't like about it. I'm betting on the big play, Lucas. Bet on the big one. Gotta take some heat. Gotta take a little bit. Well, hopefully you guys enjoy the amount of work we put into it because I'm very proud of it. I want us to be the big prop firm, the best prop firm review information site on the planet. And there's a lot of aggregates out there that are going to copy what we're doing because it's going to be so popular. I get it. But I'm going to tell you, nothing's going to be as good as what we've done. We're the first to do it, so you can imagine there's a lot of copycats in the wings waiting. Am I long or short? Long, baby. I want S&P get out of cat active. Looks like a reversal. Maybe. As long as S&P gets above 69.04 a second time, we should be good. That'd be nice. Bash, good to see you, man. Hey, bro, I still need to come visit you down in Montrose, man. We're not in that area as much anymore since I moved to Memorial, but I need every time we drive through there, bro. So our new fitness studio we're building is gonna be in Montrose area, so we'll kind of be out that way. You make it go to gap just because the market hasn't had a nice dip. And we had bullish stats Monday, bullish stats Wednesday. This is over responsive action to Nvidia earnings. I'm gonna bet to the bull side and swing it up. That's it. I could be wrong. Again, it's a coin flip on your belief on the market. Are we bullish? Are we still that bearish? I've kind of like, as of Monday, sort of my liquidity crisis thesis was disproven Monday. Things are more solid than ever, and it feels like it's finally trying to figure out its way. Like I said, I could be 100% wrong, which is fine. But Monday through Wednesday, and maybe those are just maybe preemptive, like get out of the way of Nvidia. But you're starting to see like things like gold and Bitcoin no longer collapsing as much as they were, which is pretty good. Be careful with VIX, guys. VIX has started playing around with the key level. We're testing triple B as well now, which is why I'm trying to engage. This is the bet. This is your coin flip. Are we bull or bear? The decision is made from here. And it's up to you what you decide for yourself. If the market is reversing, which it's hard to see if it is, it would have been nice if today we had green and then green again. If the market is reversing, then by tomorrow we're breaking highs. Like, it's just like, it'll be violent. So I don't know if we're going to get it. It doesn't feel like it. It still feels, today, it feels different than it did all week. But I would love for this hour and next hour to get us back to 200 and sit there all day, and then the end of the day flip us up. I'm willing to take that bet. We haven't added Lucid to the site yet, no, because we basically on the beta was before we started working with Lucid, and we just essentially like use test data from our existing partners, and then right now the admins aren't able to put in data onto the test server because it'll get wiped. The test server is just for testing, so the live database is going to be its own database. So the site isn't actually on the live domain yet. So we can't even go in and program onto the test server because it'll all get wiped. I mean, we could, but it would just be faster just to do it once it's live. This was kind of nice to see, but man, again. Why aren't you using a database that I pulled the metrics from? What do you mean? What database are you talking about? So we're creating the database with all the metrics. So essentially our admins populate the database with all the data. We just haven't done it yet. I don't like the way this looks. Iran, the U.S. resumed nuclear negotiations in Geneva. I know all of that always blows over. It never escalates further. Nobody wants to blow each other up. Dude, I hate that this is cat active. It's speeding back up. And I was so excited to see this turn. You would have been creating the database. Yeah, we've already built all that. Had the test web server pull from that to test the connection. Yeah, well, we could have done that too. We just, the database needs to be populated manually by our team. So the goal is to have them do it in the environment during the alpha. That way that is live and they get the experience of what their job would be like rather than just populating a database going. it's like for also training at the same time. Like imagine that, you know, somebody's job is going to be updating and maintaining those prop information. And so the test environment, if they did all that work to figure out how to load it to the test environment, it would sort of like defeat the purpose of learning how to really do it. Damn it. I was excited to be back on top with this one, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it. That reclaim looked really nice.
Market, please don't die today. Hold the line, don't fade away. MHP, please hold resilience, rise. Keep this ball alive. Monthly maps don't lie. Please don't die today.
Charms, if you have any issues, go to the Discord. We have a tech support channel in Discord. You can check that out. And you can talk to somebody there. Damn it.
Screens are burning blue, I'm chasing numbers through the night. One more move is true, the algorithm
This is where I want to stop out, right about 40.
signals flicker, time runs quicker, risk is glowing in my hands. Cold precision, neon vision, profit running through the bands. Neon futures calling me higher, trade the fire, wired to desire. Neon futures feeding it in time. Midnight market's yours and mine. Charts like constellations, lines of light across the void.
Yeah. I'm on my edge of where my stop would be on NASDAQ.
Dangerous and paranoid.
That's where I was trying to build off of that expansion and contraction, but it looks like we're losing the volatility. Can pivot here.
Pulse is shaking, shadow racing on the floor. Edge of reason, out of season. Still I'm asking for one more. Neon futures calling me higher. Trade the fire, wired to desire. Neon futures feeding it in time. Midnight market's yours and mine. Liquid gold in motion, rising with devotion. Neon futures, infinite gain.
What's a neon future? It's neon.
Neon futures, no goodbye. Only numbers never die.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot what I was trying to do over here.
Futures calling me higher.
I was like, why did I bring this up? I was trying to load this up here.
Wired to desire. Neon futures beating it in time.
Yeah, that is that support 184 and 6. Problem is the second failure of this can get pretty bad. So it's kind of like I should probably contemplate getting out of this. But if it breaks and holds a third time, like, or sorry, second time, 1, 2, I guess this one is still trying, but if we clean above it, then it goes higher. But I don't know. I just have this suspicion that the bear market craziness is finally going to be over with. We've had some really strong bullish data the last couple of weeks. Last couple of trading sessions. I want to think that I'm very much right on this. It's just the cost of doing business, baby. If this is the low and I get good on this, then this is the low, then that'd be great. Are we finally going to exit? Are we finally going to exit the bullshit market? The indicators are all mixed.
First big score. We'll take the rocket scooter ride through the ups and downs we glide. Pickles in the passenger seat, my dog barking at the tide. My girl, she enters every day, breakfast in hand to brighten my way on this rocket scooter ride. We're alive. Trading screen, eyes keen and bright.
All right, I'll be right back.
Ready for the morning fight. Big swings come to crash or rebound. Searching for gains that know no bound. Rebound focus, sharp insights, match determined snake ignites. We'll take the rocket scooter ride through the ups and downs we glide. Pickles in the passenger seat, my dog barking at the tide. My girl, she enters every day, breakfast in hand to brighten my way on this rocket scooter ride. We're alive. Just let the moment through red seas, green waves out.
What I find to be really funny, especially on social media, is that anybody that has anything to say is making fun of my small account. Like, that's the funniest part. And people are like, oh man, Matt's down 50 or Matt's down 70 or whatever. That all it told you is that's big money to them. Like, that's, I mean, it's all relative. I mean, I could be down $1 million in my big account. You know, I don't even trade my options account on screen, my actual larger futures account, never trade on screen. This is my small account. This is just a challenge account. Can I take 100K to $1 million? Draw a crowd while I do it. When it hammers up, does it mean the hedge funds bought a bunch? It could be. I mean, a lot of times, you know, the futures markets are tracking the stocks. The stocks internals is what you really care about. Are the stocks holding or the stocks selling off is really what you're asking, you know? And right now, we're trying to see if stocks are getting bought up. You're just seeing volatility at this moment. You haven't really seen a decision being made. You guys, I'll tell you something. The best part about this world, I'm going to tell you something. I made a tweet about this. I said that the best part about going viral is allowing people to believe that you don't control the narrative when you control the narrative. And I said, you know, sex tapes don't get leaked. People leak their own sex tapes. There's a huge meaning behind that. Nothing I ever do, especially on social media, is without perfect control. I play that like 4D chess. Our channel has gotten bigger every month, and that's linear to how much money we make per month just for this channel. You get them to talk, you do whatever it needs to do to get them to talk. I designed my challenge a way to get them to talk. Big swings, big plays, big numbers, and all the little people talk about it. We get bigger every single day. We had record-breaking views on Monday, which you broke that record on Wednesday. And today, we're gunning to break that record again. I know what I'm doing. People don't know that I know what I'm doing. I might be leaking my own shit out there. They might be talking to me. You never know. You just never know. Social media is a game, and I play it better than anyone else. Peak concurrent viewers has been higher every single day. Total views have gone up, so. See you guys in the on stream. Yeah, we'll see you guys later. But don't even listen. Don't worry about social media. All these people do is they just work for me and they don't know it. They work for me for free. Marketing told me, get them to talk, profit. That's what they said. Hey, I'm just getting started. We just started playing the social media game last year, bud. Give me 2 or 3 years. I'll pass everyone up. Any publicity is good. Oh yeah, 100%. I know what I'm doing. Tools and deep charts. Okay, I'll have to check it out, Rami's. Neon's up over 100%. Well, people like Neon better. He's more likable. What one interesting thought about socials are the people that talk are not the people that do. And so nobody out there was like, hey, Matt took some drawdown, I do it better. They're just like, Matt took some drawdown. They don't do it better. They don't trade better. They don't have better stats. And that's just how it is. Neon's the type of guy you take home to your mom and your mom leaves your dad for him. That's funny. You know, awesome trader, never lose my cool. Yeah, because I know in the end I'm gonna win over time. In trading, I've been doing it long enough to really know that. I kind of know with my intuition about how things go. Over time I'm gonna win. This is a 100K to a million challenge, right? Nobody's ever done anything like that on YouTube, on Twitter. Nobody. You get some prop trading stuff going on is what most people do. Rips did something where he made a couple $1 million. I don't know if he started from 100K, but he just made $1 million or $2 million. But this is to like 10x an account, a real account live on screen, through the ups, through the downs, swing it hard, swing it heavy, and document the whole process, you know. Nobody else is doing that. My lawyers looked up old granny. She got a 50K a year office job. She got 100K to her name. She got 10K to her name. You can add her and all the little random account critics online. They can't scrounge up 100K between the 6 of them. You'll ignore them 100%. They're trying to be prop influencers, and they all got their codes canceled by half of prop space. And so they're a little bitter. Don't blame them. Just trust people on their trading stats. That's all that matters.
Numbers whisper, trading call in the matrix. Hear the hall. Rocket, scooter, stand so tall.
Oh yeah, dude. Apex didn't like the fact that I put up a poll that people call them a scam. That's what happens, bud. Too many people in this world trying to make an income prop trading, or sorry, make an income being affiliated as prop traders. Not a lot of real traders, but we're gonna change that. Once the website comes out, you're gonna kind of see where the good is, where the bad is. Yeah, I know a lot of people pay you guys to say whatever you want. Y'all suck the nuts of the prop industry and just say whatever they want. You know, whatever they pay you to say. Affiliate or not, you know, I'm gonna be truthful about how I feel about a prop firm. They don't like it, so it doesn't bother me. Unlike some people, I don't need the income for that. But not a big deal. If you want the truth, I mean, here's the truth. Apparently this caused some sensitivity, so. I had 1,400 votes, 67,000 impressions. I got asked by the top to take it down, and within a couple weeks they canceled my code. Don't like it. You said we both know actually what happened? No, what happened? Wait, are you saying you know what happened? Please let me know. You know something I don't know. Yeah, you know what happened. They go to the world's smallest YouTuber to tell them what happened, right? That's exactly what they're gonna do. They picked up the phone and gave you a call.
Coffee's gone cold, the chart's still alive. Another false break out, another bad dive. I whisper sweet nothings to candlesticks. They promise me wealth and play their old tricks. It's just numbers in the night. Futures dancing out of spite. Every gain a fleeting spark. Every loss an end of day one. Trend is a rumor, momentum's a joke. I bought at the top and my stop just broke. The market's a lover who never calls back. She flirts with the bulls and runs with the pack. It's just numbers in the night. Futures dancing out of spite. Every gain a fleeting spark. Every
You have way more. Good luck, man. Good luck with what you do.
momentum's a joke. I bought at the top and my stop just broke. The market's a lover who never calls back. She flirts with the
Yeah, I try to support the smaller YouTubers, but they're out there scrounging together a name.
It's just numbers
I don't think a lot of people out there just want to trade
dancing out of
to make, you know, to make their name by good trading.
fleeting spark. Every loss an end of day mark. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally win, or maybe I'll short where I should have gone in. But hope's just a ticker that fades off the screen. Glowing green, then back to routine. So pour me a chart and dim all the lights. I'll trade through the shadows of infinite nights. It's not about profit, it's more like a game. The rules never change, but I lose just the same.
Look, I tell people, if you have anything to say in this industry, say it with your P&L. Like, to me, that's all that matters. Yeah, also trying to play the engagement game, just not doing it as well. It's okay. My average win rate is roughly 60 to 70%. In this environment, it's been about 60s on the low side. It's been a little harder since December. I'm not gonna lie. How much time do I spend in other people's streaming their comments? 0. 0, 0, 0. Like, we never did any business with Apex. They, like I said, they came around December, started taking me out to dinners. Yeah, I was honest with them. I told them what I thought about them in text and everything. I was very reluctant, hesitant. I was like, yeah, you guys, you know, if y'all want to work with us, we want you guys to have non-subjective rules, payout rules. We want you to have better FAQ. I mean, we made some demands. I'm not going to lie. And they chose to do it, not do it. It's up to them. That was early on, but the whole time I'm asking you guys what y'all thought of them, and you guys didn't like them at all. That should be celebrated. According to Nutty, I go out there and try to tell prop firms what they should do and shouldn't do. You better fucking believe it. I'm not going to sit around and desperately take a paycheck. I mean, I've seen, you know, I've seen the clothes you wear and the car you drive and the house you live in. You need the paycheck. I don't. Let's put my name to something. I haven't seen your golf clubs, dude. You need the money. You'll do what they tell you to do. I'm the opposite. I will tell them what I think our standards are. I'm gonna have to work with them. Simple as that. Y'all don't make fun. Let them do their thing. I did. I was like, you know, I'm going to see non-subjective payout rules. I want to see this and that. I mean, I'll put you on the banner and I'll take the free accounts, but I'm not going to be posting y'all sales and telling people to buy your stuff. You know, I'll give away the free stuff. You're handing it out. That's fine. But from day one, I was polling the community. It's all over the stream, trying to figure out what people actually thought. Again, no shade. Good luck to them. But you're absolutely right. I want to change the prop industry for the better. That should be celebrated. My website will do it for me. Why delete the tweet? Yeah, because they told me to delete it. We're not going to make this a public issue. If you want to know, they told me to delete it. They said it was causing sensitivity amongst the high ranks. And I wish I wouldn't have, but I said, okay, fine. I'll delete it. It's just it. They asked me to. Basically, they were, you know, again, it goes the other way. Almost like, we won't work with you if you have a voice and you're honest. It goes the other way around, buddy. So I was like, all right, fine. I'm being too mean. Let me delete the tweet. Kind of wish I didn't, but whatever. Again, I didn't tweet anything. It's a poll. I threw a poll out there. People voted in the poll. It's nobody's business what transpires between two professional organizations that just disagree. I have standards of what I want a firm to do, and they have standards of what they want you to say. We didn't come to a consensus and agree on that. There's nothing wrong there. But yes, they asked me to remove the tweet in full honesty. Which I didn't even say anything. That was community. That was community voting. That's absolute censorship. Please shut up the community. They didn't tell me to stop talking. Please tell the community to stop talking. Take it for what you want. But the many people that are in this group from day one saw me asking those questions. I realize I'm just letting my website do the talking. Yeah, the website will be public, yes. God, man, we're not getting that move. Come on. I do, and when I talk to the prop firms, I tell them, you know, hey, you know, these are some standards for the community. Can you uphold them? I'm very strict about it. It's like, yes, if you want us to promote your product, we have standards. And that's kind of accepted. There's nothing wrong with that. And they can say yes, they can say no. Did they come to me? Yeah, they came to me. That's the thing. They reached out to me and was like, hey, we'd like to work with you. And I was like, well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, they came to me in December and they were like, we'd love to take you out to dinner and talk about potential partnership. It's at that point is like a again, y'all, people are social media are so hungry. They're not out there making banger trades and talking about that. They're so hungry for drama. There is none. Just we didn't come to a conclusion where we agreed on anything. We both just parted ways. Easy as that. Not like I went to them, didn't go to them. No. So I have a right for, like, you know, what my belief system is, to say, you know, this is what I think you guys should be doing if you want to work with us. I was very big on the subjective. We went out twice to talk, and I was very big on, can you guys have guarantees of no subjective payout rule, where it's cut and dry, where whatever the payout rule is, that's what the payout rule is. And they were like, come on, man, we're the biggest firm in the world. We wouldn't be the biggest firm in the world if we weren't. IDOC was there for the whole conversation. She can back it up. She was like, it's like they can't answer your questions as we're the biggest firm in the world. How could we be scamming people or whatever? I was literally asking them at dinner that same question. Public opinion about you guys is very low. People saying you're denying payouts. We wouldn't be the biggest firm in the world if we did that. She was like, that's weird. They're dodging your questions. And I was like, I know they are. She was there for the whole thing. You guys can ask her. She has no incentive to make up something. But I'm not saying anything bad about it. It's just that we disagree, and it doesn't have to be a big deal. It's just sometimes business partnerships don't work out. I'm not going to change my opinion, and that's it. We barely did any sales to them. Couple $100,000 a month. Nothing. That's tiny. Hey, look, I can get my play here. Yep, I'm the only person out there who'll be open and transparent. Everyone out there is desperate for every cut. Anybody on their day trading stream that trades like 40 different prop firms, dude, they're scraping together $500,000 paychecks to make a living from 20 different places. That's not us. We're gonna change the industry for the better. Yeah, nobody needs to be down and take it. No, these kids out there have something to say. They've been down and take it. They're on the payroll. These firms are like, tell everybody we're good. You're good. Oh my God, they're so good. Everyone use their code. Everyone buy their product. Everyone this and that. That just shows, the difference between my ethics and someone else's. You're not going to buy my, favor. I'm not going to turn my head for a paycheck. I don't need these rinky-dink paychecks. It's funny. I mean, it's weird because, like, it's a world where transparency is no longer celebrated. I don't know. I guess the leaders of the prop trading space, the kids that are selling props and trading props on screen, are the biggest deceivers of all. They're the people that don't show continuous trading accounts, don't trade live on stream, don't show they make money, all that stuff. So I wouldn't put it past them to be just part of the system. But I'm going to be honest with you guys about how I feel, and I'm not going to say anything otherwise because I'm unstoppable. For noob to start with, My Funded Futures is probably the most well-rounded firm to start with. Wait, Apex is so bad you heard that Matt Kors stopped working with them? Hey, look at that. We came to a common ground. I'm sure him and I would have been friends in another life. He's just a shot content guy, like, you know. Look at that, we agree on something. Sure would have been buddies in another life. Don't think this how Nutty was going to. Yeah, Nutty just came in here and said, Matt, why don't you suck the tit like I do? How come you don't just say what they want us to say? How come you don't bend over backwards for the props? How come you're honest and you don't like what you say? Why'd you delete your tweet? Or came in here and made himself look like a fucking patsy for the prop paycheck, man. I had more respect for you, Nutty. Nutty, my buddy. Stand up for yourself out there, bud. If you agree with the way Apex treats its customers, denies its payout, subjective payout rules, telling people to delete tweets, telling people in Discord, banning people from Discord for speaking their emotions and opinions, and you guys think that's cool? Think that it's cool, collect the check. I don't care. I don't think it's fucking cool, and I'm not gonna say it's cool. I don't care how many fucking steak dinners they take me to. Ain't gonna matter to me. But again, just two companies come into disagreement, and it happens. No big deal. No shade being thrown. Good luck to them. But don't create something that's not there. When I open my own prop firm? Oh, I would never open a prop firm. Prop firm's a bad business to get into. Oh shit, I gotta go. Guys, so that link will be live on My Funded TV in a little bit. I totally forgot. Like I said, good luck out there. Yeah, we no longer work with Apex. The last thing they want me to do is read every single email on stream that I got from every single customer and say they got scammed. I've got 36 of them. I'll gladly commit 3 hours of my time on this YouTube channel to read every single one of them. But let's just kind of like say bygones be bygones, okay? That's it. It's very sad and heartbreaking reading every single email people said they got scammed. When I asked this community, send me your emails of your experience. And I put up the poll, and the poll was honest. And that's it. So, you know, I'm going to be a truth finder, and hopefully you guys appreciate that. I love y'all. We'll see y'all later. I'm out.